better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we're changing the way homeowners think about roofing, siding, and window projects. It doesn't have to be stressful or take weeks of your time. Our process is efficient and stress-free every step of the way. It starts with a free consultation where we discover the best options for your home and budget together. We want to talk with you, not at you, and most of all, we want to listen. At Marshall, we know every roofing, siding, and window project is unique, so we work hard to never lose sight of your vision. It's your project, your terms. Why settle for less?
Looking to consolidate your debt, lower your interest rate, or need to borrow money? We can help. Borrow up to $50,000 with a personal loan from Westerly Community Credit Union. With our low rates, you can enjoy one monthly payment you can afford. Apply today at westerlyccu.com/loan. Visit one of our branches located in Wakefield, Westerly, Richmond, or Coventry. Or call 401-596-7000 today.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The games play here.
Right steers it to the left corner. Krejci's got it. Right circle, Pasternak fires, he scores! David Pasternak! Jones under center, a give to Stevenson, runs it through the right side. Go! Goal, bounces outside 20, goodbye, to the 10, to the 5, end zone bound! Patriots take the lead! Touchdown, New England!
Bang, bang, 2! You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. Stay tuned for more.
Yo, bro, you think you know ball? You gotta try Sleeper Picks. Just pick more or less from your boy's stats, and you can cop a stack for real. If you think he's going off, pick more. If he's about to lay some bricks, take less. Is it Dame time? Use Sleeper's alternate pick for him to score 30 plus. Is someone in Philly gonna choke because it's the playoffs? Take less than all their stats. And Sleeper's even got your back with FlexPay, so you can still cop a smaller stack if one of your picks misses. But that ain't even it, Chief. If you're new to the game, Sleeper's gonna double your first deposit up to $500 when you use my promo code CONTEST. No cap, you just gotta download Sleeper now. Mad heads are loving this app, and it's time for you to get the bag too. Just use code CONTEST to make sure Sleeper hooks you up with a $500 deposit match. That's promo code CONTEST. Must be 18 years old. Promo code, location, and other restrictions apply. Deposit match bonus issued as non-withdrawable playthrough funds. See terms of use for details. Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-426-2537 for help.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Time for Beers You Mean to take a look around the National Hockey League in Detroit tonight. It's the Red Wings hosting the Canadiens. Wings captain Dylan Larkin does not enjoy being in this spot.
To get to this point, I'm not happy we're in this position fighting for our lives, but in Pittsburgh and Washington, at home against Washington, we've been fighting for our lives here, and the sacrifice, the attitude of the guys has been unbelievable.
Yeah, so it's worth kind of looking at the standings right now and where all the teams are at. The Islanders are in third in the Metro. They have 90 points. The other teams fighting for playoff spots, 87, 87, 87, 86. That's for one spot, unless somebody can catch the Islanders. So it's coming right down to the wire. The Detroit Red Wings taking on Montreal here tonight. And the Red Wings are one of those teams with 87 points. They're tied for the second wild card, but they lose the tiebreaker to the Washington Capitals here today. That's what I mean. This game for Washington is so important. The game for Detroit is so important, and there's a couple other ones as well. And the Bruins are going to be done tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday is going to actually decide who the Bruins play. It won't probably happen until Wednesday. But the Bruins have an opportunity to kind of seal up first place with a win here today. They'd finish ahead of Florida, regardless of what the Panthers do.
The Islanders are in New Jersey tonight. Patrick Waugh, who was named the head coach midway through the season after a change there on Long Island, has the team on the verge of a playoff spot.
From the get-go, our objective was trying to finish third in our division. So we still have to win one more game if we want to see that happening. So the focus is going to be on playing a strong game tomorrow and continue to do the things that we've been doing so well and work on things that we didn't do so well.
Yeah, the Islanders are 7-2-1 in the last 10. They lost the game the other day to the Rangers, but it was in a shootout, so they picked up a point. So they've been playing some really good hockey here. I watched that game. That was in the afternoon a couple days ago, and they were all in, and it's a dangerous team. They've got the goaltending. You know, Varlamov, Sorokin, doesn't matter who plays. They've got some great goaltending there. They're missing a couple of players, but that's a team that's all in, and they believe in themselves right now. So in the playoffs, and it looks like they're going to face Carolina, but again, things can change. Carolina could overtake the Rangers. Who knows? I mean, this is all coming right down to the wire.
The Predators are in Pittsburgh tonight. Penguins head coach Mike Sullivan wants his team to focus on the 60 minutes coming up.
The important thing that we have to be aware of and be focused on is the game right in front of us, because that's really the only thing that we can control. And we knew this was a tough stretch. Regardless of where this goes, we still have 2 more games to play, and that's how we look at it. So, you know, we've got to re-energize for the game on Monday, and we've got to put our very best game on the ice.
Sully's got a nice full head of hair, right? But if I was watching that game the other day, I'd be pulling my hair out watching some of the things, some of the mistakes that they made. I mean, how many times were the Bruins left wide open in front of the net? It was maddening. If you're Mike Sullivan behind that bench, you've got some high-end players, no question about it. But these guys, I mean, the mistakes that they make or the careless plays that they make is just. It's got to be driving them crazy. And Pittsburgh right now on the outside looking in. I mean, they were in the playoffs before that game started the other day. They're out of the playoffs right now, but only 1 point.
Last 4 games on the slate. The Lightning are going to host the Buffalo Sabres. The Senators are in New York to meet the Rangers, Oilers, and Sharks in Edmonton. Connor McDavid, by the way, back in for that game. And the Kings, rolling at home, will host the Minnesota Wild. In a moment, we'll have Beersy's conversation with the head coach, Jim Montgomery, on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Chocolate and pretzel? Pretzel and chocolate! Sweet, salty, crunchy flips. This flips everything.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we care about your home because we care about the life you live in it. Why do we do what we do? It's simple. The people. We've raised the standard for what you can expect during a roofing, siding, and window project because you deserve more. More communication, more options, more time spent on the important things in life instead of worrying about home maintenance. So when it comes to your next roofing, siding, or window project, expect more, get more with Marshall. Call today or visit marshallbr.com to schedule your free estimate.
Does your money work hard for you? Earn more with an e-checking account from Westerly Community Credit Union. Get a crazy high interest rate, plus there's no monthly fee, no minimum balances, and you get up to $20 each month in free ATMs. Visit us online at westerlyccu.com/e-checking or visit one of our branches to open an account today.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Welcome back to the Duncan Bruins pregame show. Time to bring in the head coach of the Bruins, Jim Montgomery, which is brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Do you know a youth coach that's had a positive impact on their community? Enter that coach to win a $500 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card for their team. Nominate your coach. You get full details at clintonsavings.com/coach. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Monties get set to take on the Capitals here today. 2 games to go in the season. Go back to that Pittsburgh game. You know, did you like the way that you played? Did you like the compete level that you had in that game, knowing that a sense of urgency was going to be there for the Penguins?
I liked our offensive side of the game. Our defensive side, we were a little loose, especially in our D zone. I didn't like our stopping and starting. In the offensive zone, I thought we lost our F3, which really keeps us connected offensively and defensively.
As you come into today's game, a couple of changes lineup-wise, especially on the power play. So take us through them, take us through the thought process there.
We want more pace and purpose. I found we've lost our urgency, and maybe some players are overthinking right now. And when you switch up the units, everything's fresh and everyone plays a little more naturally.
You know, you took Charlie McAvoy off of that unit last game, at least for the second power play, or the last power play you had. What does he need to do? What do you need to see from him at the point?
He's such a dominant player. We just need him to be dominant. We need him to be more attacking the net downhill, looking to shoot, But that's true for everyone. We've been very perimeter as a power play, and that's everybody. Pasternak, it's Marshy, it's anyone that's been on there. We talk about guys getting inside the dots and being a threat to score, and that's what we want.
Pasta, you mentioned him. I think it's 1 goal in 32 games on the power play. I think that's what the numbers are. Is he not getting the looks? Is he not moving enough? What do you need to see more from him?
Well, teams have gone and just stood beside him. So he's got to do a little more moving, but when he does have time, he has to be making better decisions. Like, it just comes down to sometimes the seam is there, sometimes it's not. Sometimes the shot is there, sometimes it's not. And, he doesn't get many opportunities because of the way they're spying on him. But when he does, he's got to execute.
So you got the 2 games left here in the season, today, tomorrow. The last game was a good one for you. The focus was there. How much emphasis are you putting in today's game in terms of focus and making sure that you're ready?
Well, today we got to make sure that, again, I was concerned by we're a little loose defensively last time. We know we're playing a desperate team just like we did last game, but we're getting ready for next Saturday. And, we got an opportunity to finish first. We don't know who our opponent is. We can control all that by playing desperate and playing real good hockey.
Does that have any bearing on your thinking, like when you approach games? As a player, I don't think it does, but as a coach, do you think about, okay, if we win this game, we play this team. If we lose this game, we play this team. Does that have any bearing at all?
No, really. We try and say in a moment, we're more concerned about us playing the right way, right? Being on the right side of pucks, managing pucks, not taking needless penalties, good changes, all the things that we think add up to winning.
Last question for you. You beat Washington the other day, last week. What's the key to beating them here today?
You got to be patient offensively, and you got to make sure you're above them defensively, and their team doesn't take a lot of penalties, so you can't be taking a lot of penalties yourself because they're not going to give you many opportunities.
Appreciate it, Monty. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you.
That's head coach Jim Montgomery. Bruins, Capitals are next.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
WBNC Boston. This is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5 Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station. This is Boston Bruins hockey, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V, available at your local New England Honda dealers.
Cross to Esposito, a shot, no! It's all tied up, bang! Cam Neely, wow!
Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime! Charlie McAvoy, an overtime winner!
The Bruins are brought to you by Duncan, VA New England, Granite City Electric GCE Nitrate, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Live Nation, Nissan, Avidia Bank, the Fuel Rewards Program from Shell, Peerless Boilers, Coors Banquet, the Peterson School, Clinton Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Backhand, it'll save Thomas! Jeremy Swayman celebrates his first NHL shutout!
And by Catches Law, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Town Fair Tire, your New England Ford dealers, Charles D. Sheehy, UMass Lowell, Timberline Construction, Service Credit Union, Bosch Tools, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Back to Orr, put in, it's one can score on a penalty shot for Raymond Bourque.
Bergeron! And the Bruins win the series! The Boston Bruins are headed to the Stanley Cup Final for the third time this decade.
Now, here's Judd Surratt and Bob Beers.
Last road game of the regular season for the Boston Bruins, and a chance to sweep this brief 2-game trip before their final game of the year overall. It'll take place at TD Garden tomorrow against the Ottawa Senators. Tonight, the Bruins are in Washington to face a desperate Washington Capitals team that does control its own destiny, but only by the slimmest of margins. Your keys.
Yeah, I think with today's game, Judd, I mean, I wanted to see the Bruins play a good game against the Penguins. They did. This is the last meaningful game. Tomorrow against Ottawa, I don't want to diminish it. You know, it still might count for where they finish in the standings and who they play in the first round. But just in terms of the way that they play, today is an important game because you are playing against a desperate team in the Capitals, a team that just beat the Tampa Bay Lightning a couple days ago, a team that believes in itself, but so many things can still happen. So, look, Washington's going to forecheck. They're going to forecheck hard. They're going to try to transition. They're missing a couple of key defensemen. I mean, I look at this game as a game for the Bruins that you say, we want to play the right way. We want to win this game and feel good about ourselves going into the last game of the season, which is tomorrow.
The keys to the game are brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Beersy, if the Bruins win tonight here on the road, not only do they win the division in the Atlantic, but it makes the Bruins the best road team in the East and tied with Dallas for the best mark in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, I guess that says something, but I don't take much into the playoffs. It really doesn't matter because you're playing so many different teams. Playoffs are so different because you're playing one team, you know, possibly 7 times. There are no advantages, no disadvantages. There's no back-to-backs. There's no, one team's playing a back-to-back. One team's playing 4 games in 6 nights. There's no advantages, no disadvantages. Everything changes when the playoffs do start.
The first 5 minutes of tonight's game are presented by your New England Ford dealers. Now during Truck Month, get a great deal on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, for 47 years straight. Beersy and I will bring you back to get things started here in Washington in a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
When it comes to your home, we know there are plenty of reasons to protect what's inside. Your family, your photographs, your peace of mind after a long day. At Marshall, we know that protection starts on the outside. We specialize in roofing, siding, and window installations, so we can be sure these critical pieces work well together for long-lasting beauty. Plus, with our easy payment options, investing in your home is more affordable than you may think. So when it comes to your home, protect what's inside with Marshall, your local roofing, siding, and window people.
The world needs ways to reduce carbon emissions.
We're working on solutions in our own operations.
Like carbon capture.
And clean energy from hydrogen.
So, who are we?
Believe it or not, ExxonMobil. And our solutions could help businesses in manufacturing,
commercial transportation,
and power generation too.
Heavy industry with low emissions. Let's deliver.
Learn more at ExxonMobil.com.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position, with great pay and excellent benefits like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Getting set for the opening face-off here in Washington between the Capitals and the Bruins. We take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. In goal for the Capitals, he's been a workhorse this year. That's Charlie Lindgren. On defense, Alex Alexiev and Dylan McElrath. And up front, Alex Ovechkin, Connor McMichael, TJ Oshie. For the Bruins, Jeremy Swayman gets a starting goal. Kevin Shattenkirk, Andrew Peeker defenseman. And up front, Jacob Lauko, Morgan Geekie, and Trent Frederick. The starting lineup is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SportsHub. New customers can bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets only with DraftKings Sportsbook with code SportsHub. The crown is yours.
Bruins working left to right here in this opening stanza, wearing their white road Centennial jerseys, so black numbers and letters outlined in Centennial gold. The Caps in their home reds, white letters, white numbers, blue pants, and blue trim. The Bruins, one of the best first-period teams in the NHL. Only Vancouver is better. The Bruins plus 31. The Caps minus 17 in the first. And if they get behind, it usually spells doom. Bruins rocket one in, and the Bruins and Caps are underway here in Washington.
Quick line change on defense. McAvoy and Lindholm quickly hopping on the ice to go against this top line here for Washington. They don't score a lot, Capitals, but like you said, if they get ahead, that bodes well for them. But they get behind, it's a tough time coming back.
Here comes Ovechkin up the left side out to center ice, trailing only Wayne Gretzky for the all-time lead in goals by 42. The puck banked up to the left point, drilled by Faravardi, and it skitters wide. Geekie paddled it out to center ice, tapped by Frederick down low, and both teams will to change.
One big difference. Well, there's a couple differences from the last time these two teams played, which was just last week. Tom Wilson back in the lineup, and he can be a difference maker. We know that. But they're missing a couple key defensemen.
Puck sizzled on net from behind the red line, so the Bruins will not be allowed to change. 19:06 left here in the first, and we're scoreless. Wilson was given a 6-game suspension for high-sticking Noah Gregor of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the defenseman you're talking about, Nick Jensen, on what was a clean hit. It was a bad result. He had to get stretchered off the ice.
But okay, he said he was doing okay after the game, right?
He left the game under his own power with his family. He has not skated since then. Right point, Carlson ripped it wide. But they're also missing Rasmus Sandin. So you're talking about the guys who are number 2 and 3 on the blue line in time on ice per game. Back of the net, it squirts out in front. Swayman paddled it over to the near side, and DeBrusk looking to exit. Now Carlo swings to the far circle.
Yeah, curious, Judd, what we get from the Bruins here today. It's just, like, I know that they can still finish first. Does it matter that much to them? I mean, you try to do everything right in preparation for the game, but they had a good game against Pittsburgh. They came out on the winning end of that. How much do these last 2 games mean to the players? I can tell you as a player, it's
Iorio with a drive, and it's stopped by Swayman. Briefly, he juggled and fell on top of it.
It's just, there's certain games you get up for a little bit more than others. So I don't want to, diminish the importance of the game and trying to go out and play the right way and to win, and different players playing for different things. But you're down to the final 2 games of the year, and I don't know. You're in the playoffs, so it's I'm curious of what we see from them here today.
Face off far circle the Bruins end. 18-18 left here in the first and scoreless. Nick Dowd kicked out of there. Nicholas Obey-Cubel will step in and take it. Turns over the stick. And the Bruins win the draw. Peek back of the net. Got blasted against the end boards. This puck doesn't get out. And now second attempt it does.
Took a hit to make a play, though. Knew he was going to get hit there.
Puck's sent out in front, and Shattenkirk almost got a tip, and the Caps rushing the other way. Along the right side at center ice, Iorio couldn't drive it in deep. The Caps starting to change. Here's Dowd. He'll bank it back into his own zone.
Peak playing with Shattenkirk here today with Grzelcyk as the healthy scratch.
17:45 left here in the first and scoreless. Caps wheeling ahead. It's dished to LaPierre. He'll deflect it in. Swayman hacked it over to the near side. Sonny Milano chasing after it. He had a 2-goal game against the Lightning. That was a 4-2 victory here 2 nights ago. Alexiev shoots, and this one sails high and wide.
Milano's extremely skilled. A little bit high maintenance, but he's skilled.
Puck tapped over to the near side. Well, this was a guy who last year went to Calgary's camp on a tryout. He didn't make the team and then was signed once the regular season began last year by Brian McClellan. Here's Boquist into the far circle off a steal to Maroon. Back of the net. Maroon trying to chase the puck down in the near corner, playing in his second game with the Bruins. Made his debut 2 nights ago.
Good chances against the Penguins, did he not?
He did. Certainly their first good chance as the Capitals ice the puck. The faceoff will come down to our right.
Yeah, Maroon was pretty good in that game. I mean, I'd like to see him be... We talked to him, I actually talked to him on the airplane after the game, and he's saying, yeah, I was pretty rusty. I said, yeah, but you had some good chances. I know. I said, but he felt rusty, so he's hoping to kind of get to his game here over these last couple.
He was stopped by Alex Nedeljkovic in the first period on one of his first shifts. Back of the net. Now Marchand.
You know, we're both kind of getting to know him a little bit. He's a fun guy to get to know.
Love him. Right of the net. Marchand up top. Carlo shoots, blocked, and the rebound the other way. The other thing that Maroon really stressed is, yes, the timing's going to take a little bit, but he felt like it's so important as this puck is sent off the surface. 16:32 left here in the first and scoreless, is to get his legs underneath him.
Well, I mean, coming off back surgery, he's not the fastest guy. He's a big man, and his game is not speed. His game is puck control, down low, making plays, creating space for his teammates, for his line mates, and that's what he has to get back to. I didn't see a lot of that last game against Pittsburgh. I just see a little bit of it, and that led to his scoring chances. But for him to create scoring chances for others, that's what I want to see more of.
Charlie Coyle pitched the puck just to the left of Lindgren. He'll head off for a change. Lindgren, by the way, catches with the right hand, unlike most goaltenders. Lauko with the check.
He's been so good for this team this year. He is one of, if not the biggest reason that they're in playoff contention right now, even though they're minus 40 goal differential.
And by far, he's played in a career high of games this season. Along the near side, Faravari in his own zone goes rink wide. It's drilled up right wing and out to center ice. Drilled back of the Bruins net. Swayman fired it over to the far side. Lindholm, who scored in here the last time the Bruins were here, drove it ahead over the line left side. Frederick had to fish it out in front. The Bruins had a stick tied up. That was Lauko, and the puck is lofted out to center ice. Both teams making a few changes. Here's Carlo. He'll snap it in. 15.5 left here in the first and scoreless. Now along the near side, it's Van Riemsdyk. How often have you seen a game where each team features a deep pair with two right-handers? Because that's what the Caps have to do. Van Riemsdyk is playing his offside. Far side, Zacha.
His brother James Van Riemsdyk not playing here today.
No, he's a healthy scratch. Up the right side, Pasternak tried to thread it looking for Zacha. Got knotted up with Ovechkin.
You look at the standings, Judd, and I watched Tampa play against Washington the other day, and they lose that game. Tampa has nothing to play for in terms of standings. And they're already down 1-0 to the Buffalo Sabres here today. So that's why I'm curious how the Bruins come out. They do have something to play for, but how much, right?
Peak dished it into the right corner, back of the net. And then on the other side of it, Beersy, how tight. Obviously, there's urgency and desperation from the Washington Capitals, but is there a level of tightness to their game? Puck rimmed up the right side all the way down by the Bruins, and we have an icing call on the Black and Centennial goal.
Well, it's another icing call sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Enjoy the game with a glass of Tito's on Ice. Tito's cocktail of the week is the Tito's Transfusion. For tonight's recipe, go to 985thesportshub.com.
Face off in the near circle of Bruins end.
Did you get your transfusion yesterday, Chris?
I got something.
I was with you.
What a beautiful day that was. Little Masters viewing.
We got that.
Puck chipped up the right side and out to center ice. Of course, we had to get the channel changed because somebody was watching
bull riding.
Bull riding, yes. I didn't think that was going to be on the bingo card. Up the right side, here's Boquist.
Well, the Nats game, right?
They did. Nationals out west playing at Oakland, and we have an offside. 14:08 left here in the first, and we're scoreless. By the way, do you know who won the Bruins player pool for the Masters?
No.
Talked to Charlie McAvoy about it this morning. The winner, Hampus Lindholm. Why? Because he took his fellow Swede Ludvig Åberg, who finished second to Scotty Scheffler.
Well, who had Scheffler?
I don't know. I didn't get that answer from McAvoy. But based on the pool, I guess that was the guy that put him over the top. The guy who finished dead last.
So they had teams.
The guy who finished dead last is in net to our left, Jeremy Swayman, and he was bitter. Puck chipped up the right side back into the Capitals' end. He said, I got some help from somebody who said he knew who to take. Finished dead last. Never again.
I finished middle of the pack in my pool.
Right circle, Carlo, right of the net. Flings it back in the cage to the far side and sent up top. Drilled down low by Wotherspoon. Scooped up by Marchand, sitting on 401 career goals. Only one back of Rick Middleton. Puck is picked off. Along the near side, it's driven down low by Tom Wilson. Fourth in the league in penalty minutes. Goes to finish his check. Not hard.
No, you wonder about a guy like Wilson, right? I mean, he's a little scary in the sense that if he wants to run somebody, he can run them. And, you're 2 games away from getting into the playoffs here for the Bruins. You want to make sure you come out healthy. He's done it a couple times to the Bruins. Ovechkin did it to Carlo, and I think Wilson did it to Carlo, actually, a few years ago.
Back in 2017. And Brandon Carlo was the guy who missed the playoffs against the Ottawa Senators. That was his rookie year. Puck deflected into the near corner of the Bruins zone. Malenstein's on it. He'll bank it up top. To the left point, Faravari. Rink wide. It's healed by Malenstein back in the Bruins net.
That was a good setup for Malenstein.
Now Iorio to the far side. The Bruins get in the passing lane. They'll burst the other way. Here's Lauko over the red line, drove it deep. He's got points in each of his last 2. Elevated to a third line role as the Bruins drive it deep in the Capitals' end. Faravari got knocked down. Far circle, Iorio. You can hear the Bruins fans just below us here in Washington.
Right beneath us, yeah.
Up the left side is Ovechkin, sitting on 30 goals. That leads the team. Puck is sent into the slot.
Yeah. All done the second half of the season.
He's been invigorated since a trip to Dubai. And the puck is drilled up the far wall and just off the surface. We're going to take a timeout. 11:52 left here in the first. We're scoreless. Bruins and Capitals on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. That's your local New England Honda dealers.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we care about your home because we care about the life you live in it. Why do we do what we do? It's simple. The people. We've raised the standard for what you can expect during a roofing, siding, and window project because you deserve more. More communication, more options, more time spent on the important things in life instead of worrying about home maintenance. So when it comes to your next roofing, siding, or window project, expect more. Get more with Marshall. Call today or visit marshallbr.com to schedule your free estimate.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right?
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Ooh, pass me the intercom thingy.
Attention shoppers. If you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Don't pay for water. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods.
Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Service Credit Union is seen with Bruins defenseman Charlie McAvoy for defending New England's heroes. Service donates $100 for every block shot and $1,000 for every shutout to pay for heart cancer screenings for New England police and firefighters. Learn more now at serviceu.org/73. Face-off center circle. We're scoreless. The Bruins still looking for their first official shot on goal. The Capitals with 3. We've played 8 minutes.
Yeah, the first 8 minutes have not been inspiring in terms of the game, but things can pick up in a hurry. I'm keeping an eye on the out-of-town scoreboard, really. That's Detroit down 2-1 to Montreal early. Wow. Pittsburgh up 1-0.
Puck drilled deep around to the far side in the Caps end. Iorio traps it. Pulled free by Beecher, who scored a goal the last time the Bruins were here. He rocketed up the ice.
He struggled a little bit in Pittsburgh. I was wondering if he'd be back in the lineup or not. He was not good against the Penguins, especially later as that game progressed.
Back of the net, Boquist took a feed from Maroon, rotates it up to the right point. Left point now, the wrister by Wotherspoon did not get through.
You got Boquist and Beecher playing together, and it's just, I don't know what the playoff lineup's going to look like, Judd, and that's some of the questions that still have to be answered here for the Bruins.
Up the middle, 3-on-3 over the line. Right side is Pacioretty. Flipped it toward the middle. Bruins deflected. And now it's shoveled to the high slot, but not out. Left point, Carlson holds, waits. He's got a guy coming from the bench. Hits Strome. He leads the team in scoring. Sent it out in front, and it's deflected just off the right post. Up top it comes Carlson, a head fake. Shoots, gloved by Swayman. 10:38 left here in the first and scoreless.
So we're watching Maroon there defensively. That's just an area he's going to have to get more used to in terms of the way that the Bruins play. We talked about it last game against Pittsburgh. There were a couple of instances where, he's used to a different way of playing defensively in the D zone. And that time, you probably want him being more towards the point man than the guy down low. There was a shift last game against Pittsburgh. He ended up being the guy down low. It's probably not where you want him. But it's something that he's got to get used to. He's played in a number of different systems. He's played on a couple different teams. He's played for some good teams, and he's won Stanley Cups. So there's value there, but he's just got to get his legs back under him.
Lindgren comes out to play the puck. Banked it over to the near side. Heinen's there. Heinen protects along the near side, trying to shake free from Faravari.
Yeah, Heinen's on a good run right now. Points.
He's got 17 goals. A guy who was brought in on a tryout. Left of the net. Zacha backhand, and it's deflected off a Capital stick and over the glass.
Yeah, Heinen's been good. So is Zacha. Zacha was so good last game. He doesn't even show up on the score sheet, some of the things that he does. And between Zacha and Coyle and those two guys, man, in the top two lines as centermen, what they've done this season, if you take the big picture, you take the whole season, it's been pretty impressive.
I think they're going to have to do some rink repairs, it must be, because we've got to stop and play. And the off-ice crew is going to come out and take a look at one of the partitions. We're only 2 seconds away from what would be
so the next whistle will go to break.
Out.
So instead of taking a break now, they're just going to. There's the common sense factor, Jeff.
We saw this the other day.
Yeah, that's
all right. Well,
so get your reads in.
Here's the advantage. The first 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Now during Truck Month, get a great deal on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, for 47 years straight. Well, Jim Montgomery was talking about both Coyle and Zacha this morning. So both of those guys have reached career highs in points this season. And Montgomery said, we've needed them to play like this.
Oh, 100%. I don't know if he expected it. He expected something, but I don't know if he expected this. And it's been really impressive the way that those two guys have played all year.
Face off in the far circle in the Capital zone. And now Malenstein will drag it ahead and out to center ice. And he'll pop it into the near corner of the Bruins end. Aubé-Kubel fed it around to the far side. Spinning was DeBrusque. He opened the scoring in Pittsburgh the other night. Puck cut off by Coyle. Brushed it to the middle.
He loved his attempt at the empty net, though.
Just inches away from scoring his 20th goal of the season. A nice round number.
His body language after that was hilarious.
9.5 left here in the first and scoreless. Both teams changing. Now near circle of his own zone, it's Carlson. Bruins still looking for their first shot on goal. He's played 11 minutes.
Yeah,
Back of the net, Lindholm.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't expect this.
Puck sent to the middle. Here's Lindholm.
That's why the game against Pittsburgh for me was the key. You know, how do you play in that game? Okay, we played well. You know, coming off that, you got 2 games back to back. I don't know.
Near corner, Geekie trying to pull it free. Geekie up to the near point. And he's muscled out to the neutral zone by McMichael, so the Bruins will have to tag up and regroup. Who had Morgan Geekie for 17 goals? Far and away a career high this year. Center circle, it's McAvoy. He'll lob it in, gloved by Lindgren, and we'll have a face-off in the Capitals' end. Are we going to take a timeout? 8:26 left here in the first. Yes, we are. We're scoreless. Bruins and Capitals here in D.C. on the 95, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. That's your local New England Honda dealers.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
When it comes to your home, we know there are plenty of reasons to protect what's inside. Your family, your photographs, your peace of mind after a long day. At Marshall, we know that protection starts on the outside. We specialize in roofing, siding, and window installations, so we can be sure these critical pieces work well together for long-lasting beauty. Plus, with our easy payment options, investing in your home is more affordable than you may think. So when it comes to your home, protect what's inside with Marshall, your local roofing, siding, and window people.
Chocolate and pretzel? Pretzel and chocolate! Sweet, salty, crunchy flips. This flips everything.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Face out of the near circle of Washington end. 26 left here on the first, and we're scoreless. Morgan Geekie was mentioning this morning. So the Bruins, with a victory tonight, can win the Atlantic Division. And he had talked about that from the outside. He felt like there was a little bit of doubt that might have been a driving force inside the room. He said there was no doubt in here, but he felt like maybe what was getting talked about and some of the narrative before the start of the season may have been a driving factor for the Bruins. He said, I'm a guy who reads everything, and it certainly lights a fire under some guys.
He's a quiet guy, so that's surprising, actually. But, hey, count me in, because I doubted. I didn't doubt they could make the playoffs, but I doubted that they would be in the position that they're in right now. Unless you're, I don't know anybody that didn't. Right, based on the turnover, I know that you had, a lot of the core group back, but the guys that you lost, the players that you lost, like that, yeah, there was going to be doubt there.
Right point, Carlson feeds to the far side, wanted to drop into the rush. He's got it up top. He scores. Little traffic out in front. And it's blasted low just inside the near post. And John Carlson makes it 1-0 Capitals.
Well, Carlson's one of the best in the business at getting shots through from the point. He's got a bomb from back there. And he gets set up for a one-timer here. The Bruins unable to get this puck out, battling a little bit. Going to go down the boards and then back up to Carlson at the point. Did that puck deflect off of maybe Peak on the way in? Possibly. Because it looked like Swayman had a good look at it. But it beats him to the blocker side.
So the Bruins will have to play from behind. Along the near side, it's Maroon. He'll fling it into the right corner. Far corner, Boquist. Let it roll. Took a hit from big Dylan McElrath.
Oh, he's a scary man.
He's the captain in Hershey and the guy who's won 2 Calder Cups, which includes last year.
Hershey's the #1 team in the AHL, is it not?
Yes. Like record setting. They have a chance this year as this puck is fired from the left
second
circle
place behind Hershey.
By Milano, and it's taken in by Swayman. 7:28 left here in the first. And the Bruins trailing 1-0. Dylan McElrath. This is only his second game for the Capitals this season. He is 6'5", 232.
Yeah, you need guys like that. I'm talking about if he's playing in Hershey. You can call him up, yes, but he's not going to be here in the playoffs if everybody's healthy. But he's a guy that has been around for a while. You know, I mean, I played in the American Hockey League several years, and it's just you need guys like that. Not because he's huge and can drop the gloves, but I'm talking about experience. You know, guy that accepts his role in the American Hockey League and is going to help some of the younger players develop.
Puck sent on net, and it's paddled by Lindgren over the glass. 7:08 left here in the first. Capitals 1, Bruins 0. McElrath originally was the 10th overall pick by the Rangers.
Yeah.
Back in the 2010 draft.
Not a first-round pick that worked out for them, but a guy that has had a good career as a pro player in both the American League and the NHL.
He bounced around a little bit. He played with the Rangers. He played with the Wings. He's played here with the Capitals. Face-off right circle in the Capital zone. Zacha asked to reset. He'll take it against Dowd. And now Zacha's kicked out of there. Pasternak will step in and take it. Pasternak tied for 6th in the league with 47 goals. And the Caps able to control it. Out comes Obey-Kubel. Pasternak, one of 4 Bruins to play in every single game this season.
Yeah, who do you got? Coyle.
Marchand. Over the line, right side, Obey-Kubel. There's one left. Right circle, flipped just back of the cage, over to the near side. He's on the third line tonight.
Freddie?
That's him. Zacha dipped around a Carlson check into the far corner. Van Riemsdyk hooked it up the far side. And now Pasternak's got it. Had it flipped off his stick. Carlson will race. Angling over is Carlo. It's blasted wide. This is going to rim all the way back into the Capital zone. Washington was changing. 6:17 left here on the first. 1-0 Capitals. Up the right side, deflected in, knocked down by Wotherspoon. Poked to the red line far side. And the Caps get it back. Farivar snapped it ahead. It's swatted in. Swayman will set it up. He was brilliant the last time in here, winning in the shootout. The Bruins in that one in overtime had to kill off a double minor assessed to Hampus Lindholm. And the Caps could not score the 4-on-3. Out of the line right side, McAvoy, a dish to the middle. Deflected away by Wilson. Bumped to the far corner. Iorio took a hit from Frederick, and out it goes. The Bruins able to tag up, drive it in. Geekie took a hit near side.
Yeah, I had to wait for Frederick to get out of the zone, though, on the other side.
And it's flipped by Wilson off the glass. And it gently rolls into the Bruins zone. Both teams changing. 5:25 left here in a fast-moving first.
Fast-moving and pretty friendly.
Up the left side, Lindholm drilled it into the near corner. Along the near side, it's swatted out to center ice. Coyle retrieves the puck, stick handles and knuckles it into the right corner. Marchand goes to chase. He and McElrath go for a loose puck, rimmed around. This won't get out. Here's Peak. Fired it back of the cage. Marchand's got it. Marchand near side. Flipped it up to the right point. Carlo looks, shoots, wide. Along the near side, back of the net, TJ Oshie. And it's pounded up right wing, back into the Bruins zone. Beecher back to chase it down. And up the right side, here's Beecher. Gathers some speed at the red line. Shakes off a check. Pounds it down low, around to the far side. Pacioretty takes a look. Took a hit, couldn't get it out. Far point, Shattenkirk fires, blocked. Right corner, it's Peak. Back of the cage, Beecher. Now fired out in front, and Lindgren, a good stop as he pushed out. And now we got a little action out in front as Patrick Maroon gets involved.
Great setup from Boquist there from behind the net for Beecher. Nice little pass, good opportunity. That's the best chance by far for the Bruins here in this first period.
4:21 left here in the first. Capitals 1 and the Bruins nothing on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Inner peace. For me, it's the aroma of lavender in a candlelit bath enveloped by a rainforest soundscape. Enlightenment? Here I come.
Free one-day delivery on bath bombs and millions of other items. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from Caffeine and Guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
At Marshall Building and Remodeling, we care about your home because we care about the life you live in it. Why do we do what we do? It's simple. The people. We've raised the standard for what you can expect during a roofing, siding, and window project because you deserve more. More communication, more options, more time spent on the important things in life instead of worrying about home maintenance. So when it comes to your next roofing, siding, or window project, expect more. Get more with Marshall. Call today or visit marshallbr.com to schedule your free estimate.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Bruins playoff hockey is almost here. The Pro Shop, powered by 47, has you covered with everything you need for the postseason. Shop exclusive Bruins playoff tees, hats, pucks, and more. Visit bostonproshop.com to shop online or stop by the Hub on Causeway to make sure you're geared up for all the hard-hitting playoff hockey action.
Yeah, we just got another look at that goal for the Capitals. It certainly looked like, I thought maybe Peak, but it was Shattenkirk that was trying to block that shot. It went off of his stick and in. Tom Wilson was also in front of the net, but definitely changed direction on Swayman. And looks like Carlson will get credit for it.
That's his 10th. His minutes have been elevated because of some of the injuries. Now around to check far side. Mallenstein, as he got around one of the Bruins, he just lost his footing.
Lindholm, yeah.
Far corner Lindholm sent it over to the far side. And up the middle, Pasternak couldn't get it out. Near point Mallenstein, addition to the slot. The Bruins have it. Up the middle, Pasternak over the line high slot. Fed it to the far circle. Zacha was tripped up. And the Caps along the near side trying to get the puck out. Cannot. Held in for a second by the Bruins. And now Carlo out at center ice. Chipped it ahead. Zacha wings it across the blue line. And scooping it up is McMichael. He'll speed in near circle. Shoots wide. Right point Van Riemsdyk. Shoveled off his stick and out to center ice. The Bruins change. 3:23 left here in the first. 1-0 Capitals. John Carlson, by the way, because of the elevated minutes, is tied for the league lead in time on ice per game with Drew Doughty. The Capitals have never had a player lead the league in that category. Here's Maroon. He'll lug the mail, center circle. Flipped it into the far corner. Heinen gets there. Back of the net, Maroon. Puck hopped away from him. Ovechkin rimmed it back to the far corner. Van Riemsdyk back of the net. Scraped over to the near side by Alexiev. Ovechkin saucered it through the middle. Here's McMichael over the line, far side. McMichael to the slot. The Bruins pick it off. And Maroon rumbles out to center ice. A lead pass ahead for McAvoy. And this puck looks like it hit the curved glass. And we've got to stop.
Bruins Hockey is presented by Timberline Construction, providing truly exceptional service in construction management, pre-construction, design build, and due diligence support. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction, exceptional, no exceptions.
Face-off in front of the Capitals bench. The Bruins are working left to right here in this period. Actually going to move it into the far circle in the Capitals zone. 2:39 left here in the first. 1-0 Washington.
Islanders up 2-0. Penguins up 2-0. Red Wings trailing 2-1. These are all the teams that are fighting for playoff spots. Islanders look like they're in, but a win today puts them in.
A little discussion just before the draw as Charlie Coyle will step in. How dominant was he the other night against the Penguins, the #1 face-off team in the league? He won 15 of 20. Coyle wins another one. Far-sided chopped, however.
Crosby's frustration was noticeable late in that game, or at the end of that game, after Pasternak took that slap shot, right? His time was winding down. He took a slap shot. Jari was in the net. It wasn't like he was firing in an empty net, but I think Crosby was frustrated. He's been everything for that team.
Now up the middle. Here's Protas over the line right side. Right circle into the slot, and the Caps don't get a clean shot away, and then the Bruins give it back. Strome wings it to the far point, but nobody's there, and the puck is ripped in by McElrath. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the first. 1-0 Capitals. The Bruins can't exit the puck. To the left point, Alexiev, high slot, snapped over to the far wall. It's Milano. The Massapequa, New York native, flipped it up top. Left point, Alexia. Feeds to the near corner. Back of the cage, Milano. Carlo took a wave of that puck. Now Pacioretty trying to muscle it free from Coyle at the end boards. Carlo threw a backhand up the far side. The Bruins slide the puck out to center ice. And the Bruins bring it back in. Here's Frederick. He'll dice the puck back of the net. Lauko crashes in. Centered, gets it back. Far corner. Sandwich knocked down. Nowhere to go with the puck for McElrath along the far side. The Bruins trying to flip it down low, and it skitters out to center ice. Now McAvoy back to get it. He'll scoot up the right side. Just under a minute to play here in the first. Bruins trailing 1-0 here in Washington. Back of the net, Van Riemsdyk. Poked it over to the near side. Up left wing, LaPierre. Dips to the center circle. He'll knuckle it to the far circle, the Bruins zone, and head off to change. Pasternak up the middle. Got around down. He'll speed over the line left side. Shoots, and Lindgren a glove save, and he holds. 31 seconds left here in the first. 1-0 Caps.
Yeah, it's been this first period's been interesting in the way that it's kind of played out. You're wondering what you're going to see from the two teams. Washington trying to get into the playoffs. The Bruins in the playoffs. Where they finish still remains to be seen, but it's been like we said, a friendly first period, and there's been no penalties. There's been a couple of hits, but not anything with any real impact. Capitals leading 1-0 with a shot from the point that was deflected off it. It's been a real kind of interesting start with regards to the final couple games of the season.
Puck banked into the Bruins zone. Wilson tries to pull his way out in front. His shot. Swayman the save, the rebound. How did that puck not go in?
Well, there you go.
Mallenstein was following up, and somehow his wrister got rejected out in front.
I don't know. Swayman got a piece, or one of the defensemen blocked that shot. It was on the rebound chance after Wilson went to the net.
That's going to do it for the opening stanza. And Mallenstein is looking to the rafters. I don't think he knows how that puck didn't go in. We're through one here in Washington. Capitals with a 1-0 lead over the Bruins. Stay with us. Beers and I in our first intermission are going to talk about some of the candidates for the Hart Trophy in the National Hockey League. That's coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Chocolate and pretzel? Pretzel and chocolate! Sweet, salty, crunchy flips. This flips everything.
Does your money work hard for you? Earn more with an e-checking account from Westerly Community Credit Union. Get a crazy high interest rate, plus there's no monthly fee, no minimum balances, and you get up to $20 each month in free ATMs. Visit us online at westerlyccu.com/e-checking or visit one of our branches to open an account today.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position, with great pay and excellent benefits like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
Channel your automotive passion into a rewarding career path. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting fresh, your local CarStar has a variety of opportunities to join this elite premier collision repair company. Get your foot on the gas and race to success with a career at CarStar. Explore the endless possibilities and visit carstarjobs.com to learn more about how we drive excellence together. That's carstarjobs.com. Start your journey with us today.
Listen live on the air, online at 985thesportshub.com or on the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. Did you know you can get original podcasts, complete shows, and more on the Sports Hub app? Download it today, wherever you get your apps. One of our Sports Hub hosts will be with you in just a few moments. Thanks for listening.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub. Anyone can skate in a beer league.
The hockey is just an excuse to get out with the guys and drink beer.
But only the best can skate in the Beers League.
They're a good bunch of guys. Dumber than a sack of hammers, but good.
Here's what's on top of Beersy's list this week.
Well, tonight we're going to talk about the Hart Trophy, some of the candidates who have a chance to win it. And by the way, that award is given to the player, quote, who is adjudged to be the most valuable to his team, unquote. The Bruins trailing 1-0 here in Washington at the end of 20 minutes of play. So it's important to mention that. But Beersy, as we look at the list, and there are some guys that have better chances than others, I don't know if there's a clear-cut favorite.
There's not. And there's some guys, when I look down the list, that, to me, deserve consideration. They're not going to get it. It's going to go to the top three guys in Kucherov, McKinnon, and McDavid, and we'll get to those guys in a second. But that's who's going to get the consideration. But there are other players around the league that, I mean, that mean so much to their team. Look, Matt Tkachuk is not the leading scorer of his team. Sam Reinhart is. To me, Tkachuk is the most valuable player to that team and what he does to drive that team. I look, at other players around the league. I mean, Yossi, definitely the way that he plays. Hellebuck, should he be in the MVP consideration? He's not probably going to be, but he is the most valuable player to that team. So, I mean, Kaprizov, they're not going to make the playoffs, but how good a year has he had, for the Minnesota Wild? So there's definitely some consideration to go around, but I think we're going to narrow it down to 3 guys.
Let's start here.
We'll start 5.
Jim Montgomery can make a case for David Pastrnak.
He drives our offense. He's an offensive catalyst for us. Last year, it was probably more goal scoring, but this year it's more he recognizes what our team needs and has become more of a playmaker. And he still gets his shots on net.
Yeah, for Pastrnak, 47 goals, 109 points, plus 24, and this is without Krejci as his centerman. And it doesn't, I don't want to take anything away from Zacha or Coyle, whoever he's been playing with, Zacha, but his season's been remarkable. Right? He has some games where it goes a little sideways for him, and he knows that. But you live with that because of what he's done. And then the next closest guy is Marchand. It's a big gap between those 2 guys. So I do think Pastrnak definitely deserves some consideration. Probably won't get it because of the high end, some of the other guys.
Well, the numbers Austin Matthews is putting up has put him in this conversation.
Matthews swinging it around the boards, and Nylander will trap at the near point. Quickly into the slot for Riley. Now to Matthews. A shot. Scores! Austin Matthews has hit 69!
69 goals. The next closest guy is 55. That's Sam Reinhart. That's amazing. Really is. Matthews has been outstanding this year. There's good players around him, no question, but you get 69 goals, and he's got a really good opportunity to get 70 because he scored in a bunch of games here straight. It's really remarkable. It's awesome for him. The guy can shoot the puck. You watch him play, and you watch that release that he has. Everything kind of going right for him, but that release is something special.
Artemi Panarin has taken it to a different level for Peter Laviolette's Rangers team.
He's been an elite player offensively, and this year's, I think, has obviously been his best. But it's not like it's this huge jump, and where did it come from? He's done a really good job for a really long time.
Panarin has 48 goals. I was surprised when we were looking at this here today, to do this segment. I didn't know he had 48 goals. He's been remarkable. He has not had good playoffs with the Rangers, so that's something that he's going to be judged on once they do make the playoffs. But they get an opportunity to be the President's Trophy winner. The Rangers do. And for him, 118 points, by far, far and away the next closest guy on his team. He's had a remarkable season. He is a special player. Right? He's a pass-first guy that has 48 goals. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Steven Stamkos has admired the season Nikita Kucherov is having for the Lightning.
How many more things can you think of that just kind of blow your mind? But that's just the season that he's having. That's how magical it is. That's how important he is to our team.
So Kucherov has 141 points. He's leading the NHL in that category. He has 98 assists, 43 goals. And then you've got Braden Point. Braden Point has 89 points. So the gap between 141 points and the next closest guy at 89 points on your team, that tells you what kind of season he's having. It's been phenomenal, and he will probably win it.
Connor McDavid has a chance to win it for the 4th time.
I just want to be playing good hockey, that's all. When you're playing good hockey, that stuff comes. But I just want to make sure my game is where it needs to be heading into the most important time of the year.
McDavid playing tonight after missing the last couple of games. He has 99 assists, and there's not many guys who have gotten 100.
Nathan MacKinnon has a chance to win the Hart Trophy for the first time.
Nathan MacKinnon trying to get around Middleton. Goes through Middleton. MacKinnon on a breakaway. Up the middle. He scores! Through the chapeau! It's snowing hats inside Ball Arena for the Mac Attack, Jack!
There's a lot of guys in the NHL that I enjoy watching. Kucherov, McDavid, Panarin, Pasta, we get to watch every day. Nathan MacKinnon might be my favorite. He's outstanding. Love that guy. 138 points, plus 34. He's just been on fire for the Colorado Avalanche.
Scoring summary from the first. John Carlson, the game's only goal. It came 12 minutes in, his 10th of the season from Strome and Wilson. 1-0 Caps at the end of one. Shots on goal in favor of Washington, 7-4. Neither team took a penalty of any kind in that first period. Mark Dondero has your Sports Hub headlines next. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Hey there. If you're anything like me, you've struggled to get in shape and lose weight. Here's a tip that'll change your life fast. It's called Body, a fitness and nutrition program that helps me own the morning and focus on my healthy habits first thing. Here's how easy it is. Every day I wake up, drink a Body nutrition shake, and then I do a workout on the Body app right in my living room. The trainers are amazing, and all I have to do is follow along. Before most people even get out of bed, I'm already done and ready to crush my day. And the results have been incredible. If you're ready to own your morning, Body has a special deal for you. Be one of the next 500 people who go to Body.com and you'll get 65% off a full year's access to over 120 top-rated programs, from cardio to strength and even yoga. I know you'll love Body as much as I do, but if you don't look and feel better, they'll give you your money back. So don't wait, because the sooner you get started, the faster you'll start seeing results too. Just go to Body.com. That's BODI.com to own your morning and your health.
How do you make history? At Flagler College, you don't just learn. You create, innovate, and find where you truly belong. Your journey starts here. Flagler College, where history begins. Visit flagler.edu today.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
The home of the Bruins, Patriots, Rams, and Celtics. Boston's home for sports is 98.5 The Sports Hub. A Beasley Media Group station. Sports Hub headlines.
Tomorrow night, the Bruins are back on home ice for their final home game of the regular season as they face off against the Ottawa Senators at 7 p.m. Plus, the Bees are celebrating Fan Appreciation Night presented by TD Bank. Select tickets are still available to purchase. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets to grab yours and be there for a night just for the fans. Around the NHL, the Bruins trailing the Washington Capitals 1-0. Canadians up 2-1 on the Red Wings. Sabres 1 Lightning 0 end of the first in that one. The Devils trail the Islanders 2-0 in the second. Predators trailing the Penguins 2-0 end of the first. The Senators, they trail the Rangers 1-0 in the first period. Meanwhile, other action, Red Sox. They didn't do well on their Patriots Day game against the Cleveland Guardians. 6-0 the final. They fall. Sox muster just 3 hits on the day. Meanwhile, the New England Patriots, they had a little date with Michael Penix Jr. tonight here in New England. And in the Boston Marathon, Ethiopia's Sise Lema won for the men. It was Helen Orbiri who took home the crown for the women. Sports Hub headlines brought to you by Henley Enterprises. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, now open in Weymouth, Canton, Bedford, and Natick. When we get back, we'll go back to Judd and Bob for the second period in Washington. I'm Mark Dondero for Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub, on the 98.5 Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealer.
Listen to Felger and Maz every afternoon on your ride home, beginning at 2 on the Sports Hub. Listen live on the air, online at 985thesportshub.com, or on the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. Did you know you can get original podcasts, complete shows, and more on the Sports Hub app? Download it today, wherever you get your apps.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
t-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position. With great pay and excellent benefits like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
Channel your automotive passion into a rewarding career path. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting fresh, your local CarStar has a variety of opportunities to join this elite premier collision repair company. Get your foot on the gas and race to success with a career at CarStar. Explore the endless possibilities and visit carstarjobs.com to learn more about how we drive excellence together. That's carstarjobs.com. Start your journey with us today.
BackstageCountry.com, your online home for all things country music. It's going to be a busy year for country superstar Jason Aldean. He's extended his Highway Desperado tour and is teaming up with Kid Rock for Rock the Country tour dates. We've ranked our top 5 Jason Aldean music videos. Text Jason to 45911 to see if your favorite made the list on BackstageCountry.com. Text Jason to 45911 and we'll send the link straight to your phone.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs Bracket Challenge presented by Betway is back. And now it's time to take your shot. Scores! Face off against family and friends. And take aim at predicting this year's playoffs. Whether you're pulling for the Panthers, going big on the Blue Shirts, or seeing stars all the way, who do you think hoists the cup this year? Sign up today for a chance to win exclusive prizes at NHL.com/bracket.
Hey DQ fans, behold, the DQ freezer, holding all of the DQ Blizzard flavors of the past, like Fan Fave Frosted Animal Cookie and legendary Brownie Batter, only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Right point, Carlson feeds to the far side. Wanted to drop into the rush. He's got it up top. He scores. Little traffic out in front. And it's blasted low just inside the near post. And John Carlson makes it 1-0 Capitals. It's only human to be passionate, loyal, and all in when it comes to the Bruins, and it's only human to expect the same from your bank. And just like every season, TD will be here for all the wins, losses, and memorable moments. TD Bank, the bank of the Boston Bruins, member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. Both teams back on the ice. We're about ready to start the second period here at the Capital One Arena.
Yeah, the only goal, redirect. Carlson had the shot. It was actually went off the stick of Kevin Shattenkirk in front of the net. And it beats Swayman, but shots on goal 7-4 was a bit of a low-volume opportunity first period. Good chance for Beecher.
Marchand brings the puck in, and they're going to claim it was an offside.
Oh, definitely offside.
19:48 left here in the second.
That was the best chance for the Bruins, right? In front by Beecher.
Great save by Charlie Lindgren. Carlson, by the way, with that goal, so he's got 10. The entire blue line has 20. They came in tied for the fewest goals among defensemen as a group in the league with the Blackhawks. Puck squirts up to the left side and out to center ice. Wilson sent it to the middle, and it's flipped to the right corner of the Bruins zone. Pete takes a look. He'll hammer it around. Wilson went for the hit far side. The off-ice officials thought the game was incredibly physical in that first period. The two teams combining for 39 hits.
Yeah, you asked me off the air in between periods how many hits I thought there were. I said maybe 10, maybe. There were 39.
Protas shoots, and it's taken in by Swayman, and we've got to stop.
Yeah, I didn't see it that way.
Face-off will be in the Bruins' end.
Whatever. That's why when you see somebody that leads the league in hits, you have to kind of take into account, what that. There's one person for the home games that is keeping track of that. that and what he considers a hit and what he doesn't. So
I didn't bother taking a look at the giveaways or the takeaways. Those can often be interesting. Along the near side, Aubé-Kubel flings it into the far corner. Pastrnak with a stick lift, out he comes. He'll dish it to the middle. Heinen knocked it down with his glove. And the Caps coming the other way with the Bruins changing. Wotherspoon had a hustle onto the ice. Spinning is down. A backhand.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup.
Off of the shoulder of Swayman, and here's Pastrnak. Swerving over the line high slot. Had to feed it to the near circle. Off a skate. Back of the net. Out of the far corner, Mallenstein. Bruins down 1-0. We've played a minute and a half of the second period. Bruins working right to left. Aubé-Kubel rolls the puck into the far corner. Mallenstein crashes in. The puck to Wotherspoon. This is his 40th game of the season. Over the line left side now. Pastrnak dipped around the Oshie check, and Oshie went for a spill.
But he separated from the puck.
Along the far side, puck hit a funny hop in the far corner. Off the boards, it's drilled by Iorio and blocked. And the Bruins will head the other way, up left wing, out to center ice. Frederick reaches the red line, works his way through a stick check, and in it goes. Near corner, Iorio sent it up the near side to TJ Oshie, playing in his 16th season in the NHL. Got a lot of miles on it. How much longer is he going to be in the lineup? Frederick sent it to the near corner. But in many ways, a big emotional leader for the Washington Capitals.
Yeah,
in addition to being a really talented player.
Like his game, like what he's been able to bring, just don't know how much longer he can bring it.
McAvoy back of the net, banked it up top. Lindholm high slot. Shoots, blocked. Look out, coming the other way. Swayman has to wheel to the high slot and paddles it out to center ice. Here's Pacioretty, spins over the line, flings it on net. Oshie has certainly had his share of injuries during his career.
How about the shootout he had in the Olympics?
In Sochi.
Because they could keep using him, right? In NHL, you got to use different players all the time. You can't go multiple times in the same shootout. He just kept going.
Long shot coming in from the left point, gobbled up by Swayman.
I mean, phenomenal for Team USA in watching him go through the shootout.
TJ last year was only able to play in 58 games. This is his 9th year in Washington. His 16th in the NHL. He was traded here from the St. Louis Blues.
I think he needed a little change of scenery, when he came here from St. Louis. And he needed to kind of grow up a little bit, and he has.
37 years old, a native of Everett, Washington. Here's Wilson, near side in the Bruins zone. Threw it out in front. Swayman dives out, made a stop on Protas. Swayman, if you remember, at the tail end of the first period, made 2 incredible saves.
Well, he made that
on Wilson and Mallenstein.
The save on Mallenstein was, I didn't know if it hit somebody or not, and then we got a replay of it. That was Swayman with the left pad on Mallenstein and the rebound.
Bruins drive the puck all the way down. No icing here. Lingering out to play it. 16-16 left here in the second. 1-0 Capitals. Carlson waits for his forwards to fan out. He'll send it to the left side. And Riemsdyk banked it all the way down. This is going to be icing.
That's another icing call sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka. Enjoy the game with a glass of Tito's on ice. Tito's cocktail of the week is the Tito's Transfusion. Tonight's recipe, go to 985thesportshub.com.
16:03 left here in the second. Bruins down 1-0. They saw the left circle in the Capitals end. The Bruins limited to 4 shots to this point. They haven't recorded one thus far here in the first 4 minutes of the second.
They don't look overly interested to this point, Fred.
Near side, Zacha with a steal.
I mean, working, but not that extra gear that they're going to need when the postseason starts. So
here's Shattenkirk, cut it off. He'll bounce it ahead. Zacha taps for Pastrnak over the line, left side. Across it goes. Heinen with a drive. That's wide. Zacha just missed the target at the near post.
Van Riemsdyk might have kept that puck out. Zacha had an opportunity. That puck came off the back wall.
Back of the Bruins net. Shattenkirk try to rim it around. Speared over to the near side. Dowd. Up top, Aubé-Kubel. Intercepted by Zaka. He'll fling it through the middle. Pasternak got a glove on it. He's going to head off the change. Up the right side, Dowd. Over the line. It's Aubé-Kubel. Drops to Dowd. Swerves to the right corner. Beecher locked up on him. Ovechkin sent it over to the far side. Now Farivari popped it to the point. Aubé-Kubel. Left to the cage, Ovechkin. Up top, Farivari shoots. Swayman the save, the rebound. Bounced over to the near side. Zaka dished it ahead, didn't get it out. I think McMichael stick handled out to center ice. That is the call, and the Bruins will head the other way. Beecher over the line. Just down to the ice is Boquist. Tried to return it for Beecher. Driven up to the far hash. The Bruins get it back. Boquist, right dot. Up top, Carlo. Here it comes. That got blocked. Far corner.
Maroon parked right in front of the net that time.
Held in, right point. Carlo dusts it off, takes a look. His dish into the slot, picked off by Ovechkin. He'll fire it diagonally out to center ice. Over the line, far side. McMichael shoots through the goal mouth to the near side. Right point, McElrath hustled to keep it in. Slapped away from Ovechkin. The Bruins with an outlet up the right side. Lauko to Pete. 3-on-2 over the line, left side. Now Maroon across to Lauko. Shoots. Lindgren the save. Now coming the other way, 2-on-2. Here's Pacioretty. Tried to thread it through some legs. It connects with LaPierre back of the net.
That was Frederick finding Lauko coming late that time as the fourth guy. Great opportunity. Try to go 5-hole.
Far corner, Frederick trying to pry it free from Pacioretty. Dished up top off of Bruin, sticking out to center ice. Puck pounded into the Bruin zone. Peak, scraped it up the right side. Here's Marchand, tapped it. He was looking for Geekie, and the puck rolled away from him.
Yeah, he didn't handle that puck well.
13-14 left here in the second. Capitals 1, Bruins nothing. Both teams completing some changes. Iorio back of his net. He'll walk his way up the middle. Long right wing feed, drilled in by Wilson. Slowed by Swayman back of the net. Crashing in was Protas. Puck speared over to the near side, right point now, Iorio, rink wide. Long wrister coming in, sails wide. Protas reaches out, big frame, 6'5". Got the puck into the slot. The Bruins will head the other way. Here's DeBrusk. Closed on by Wilson and hit. And this puck is sent deep. Near side, it is chipped into the neutral zone. Cut off by McAvoy. Intercepted by Strome, Washington's leading scorer. And then he gave it away up high. The Bruins flip it off the glass. Did they get it out? Nope. Our corner now. Malenstein leaves. Strome try to rim it back of the net. It rolls on the shelf over to the near side. And Lindholm will carry it out to center ice. Stumbled. With nobody around him. And it's poked to the near circle in the Washington zone. Here's Dowd. Lobs it into the far corner Bruins zone. We played 8 minutes here in the second. Still stuck on 1-0 Capitals. Aubé-Kubel snapped it up top. Out to center ice. Here's Pasternak. And he's escorted off the puck by Dowd. You had Farivari back just in case. Here's McAvoy. Rolls in 2 of his last 3. Up the middle, McAvoy. His pass to the right side. Dowd got a piece of. Ovechkin sent it back into his own zone. Over the line, left side now. Oshie stops up. Picked off up top. Here's Pasternak with a step near circle. Shoots. Lindgren came out to challenge. Shut the 5-hole. Pasternak with a reverse hit, and both he and Farivari go down. Up top, Zaka. Trying to knife his way through a check. Lost it 3-on-2. Come the Caps over the line. And they flip it over Oshie's stick to the near side. Cut off by Carlo.
That reverse hit, does that count as 2 hits?
High slot. We'll have to check the scoring. Far point out of the high slot. It's drilled out in front by Alexiev, and Swayman fought it off. The Bruins deflected out to center ice. Shots are 13-6 in favor of the Capitals.
Yeah, almost halfway through the game. 6 shots. That kind of tells you what the interest level of the Bruins is right now, at least based on the way that they played.
Bruins give it away. Alexiev shoots, looking back door, and the Caps can't finish. The Caps coming in 28th out of the 32 teams in offense. And Wotherspoon sails it high out to center ice. Maroon chasing, drilled back to the red line, and then swept deep. Knocked down by Lindgren. Bruins making some changes. Puck carried up the right side. Iorio banked it ahead. Swept down low by Milano. Set up by Peak. Reversed it to Shattenkirk. And now near side Beecher backhands it ahead. Didn't get a lot on it. Pacioretty was able to at least get into the passing lane as the Bruins send it deep. Far corner. Van Riemsdyk sent it up the far side and out to center ice. The Bruins have it. Peak. Rink wide to Shattenkirk. The former Capital will throw it just to the right of Lindgren. Boquist is there. Chipped it back of the net. Beecher returns to the far hash. Now DeBrusk. Right circle. Up top he rolls. High slot. Lindholm shoots looking for a tip. And McAvoy couldn't get it to change directions. Out at center ice. Here's Protas. 2-on-1 into the right circle. Across. It's fired. Swayman pushed up. Made the stop on Tom Wilson. He looks in disbelief. 9:21 left here in the second. Capitals 1 and the Bruins nothing. On the 98.5 the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. Driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from Caffeine and Guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Now that spring is here, it's time to freshen up your look with a new pair of glasses from your neighborhood Pearl Vision. Discover a variety of designer brands to reflect your style, like Coach, Michael Kors, Prada, and more. Schedule your eye exam at pearlvision.com to find your perfect pair and get 40% off your lenses with frame purchase.
Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. In 6/30/24. Exams available at the Independent Doctors of Optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment with the versatile Honda CR-V or Accord, all from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on the 2024 Honda Accord and a 2.9% APR on the 2024 CR-V.
See dealer for financing details based on 2023 brand image words from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com.
For every goal that the Bruins score this season, Tito's Handmade Vodka will donate $100 to the Cam Neely Foundation, up to $10,000. What a stop by Jeremy Swayman just before we hit the break.
Yeah, and there was a stop by Lindgren a little while before. Just went a while before we had a whistle. That was on Lauko. Four-man break. Swayman moving left to right to make that save on Tom Wilson. Wilson kind of looking skyward, but I mean, there was some time. There was a long pass, so that gives the goaltender more time to get over, and that was read well by Swayman on that one.
Puck rimmed around to the near side in the Bruins zone. Left point, Faravari shoots. That got deflected to the near side.
I mean, neither goaltenders had a lot of action here in this game. It just... The Bruins have 6 shots. We're over halfway through the game.
Out in front, deflected. Swayman the save on Strome. Near corner, Protas swoops away from Coyle. Now Wilson sent it over to the open far side. Faravari digging for the puck against DeBrusk.
You know, it was funny, Judd. Like, not funny, but Jim Montgomery. And he's going to hold his team accountable, but he also said, "We're worried about Saturday, first game of play."
Allenstein, power move out in front, right to left, and Swayman stayed with him. Right point. Now Obey-Kubel shoots. Swayman the save.
So this game means far more for the Washington Capitals.
The Capitals entering tonight's action have the last wild card spot only because they have the tiebreaker against 2 other teams that have the same number of points. And Pittsburgh is only 1 point behind them. They're winning tonight. Frederick up at the line left side. Flips it to the near circle. Geekie threw it to the far side. Lauko spins right of the cage to Geekie. Shoots, blocked. And the Caps grab it. Oshie meanders ahead, gave it away. Geekie stripped him. Right circle, Pastrnak shoots. Lindgren fought it off of the blocker.
Pastrnak had just hopped off the bench on a line change. Geekie creates the turnover. So we got two great chances in this period. One by Pastrnak, one by Lauko. Both stopped by Lindgren. Fans, Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trades, you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. Sheehy is driven to deliver. Between the Pipes for the Capitals, just making a great save, Charlie Lindgren, and for the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman.
Lindgren last year made a career-high 31 appearances with Washington. He has far exceeded that here this season to the point where he has supplanted Darcy Kemper, who was signed right after he won the Stanley Cup with Colorado to a 5-year, $26.3 million deal. And the Caps may have to explore moving that contract.
Expensive backup.
Far corner Dowd chasing. And the Capitals control up the left side is Ovechkin. He'll drive it ahead, picked off of the blue line. Wotherspoon up left wing, flings it in. Back of the net, Lindgren turns over the stick, stops it. Wotherspoon picked it off near side.
Good read.
And it's floated back into the Bruins zone. Will it go over the goal line? Doesn't matter. Oshie wins the race to deny icing. Now Ovechkin far corner. Took a hit from Wotherspoon. Tapped over to the near side. And now Zacha. A dish to the middle here. Shattenkirk threads it to Pastrnak. To Zacha. Left point. Beecher returns. And it's deflected away by Lindgren's stick.
There's a better play to be made there for Beecher. It's kind of a broken line change right now, but he's got an opportunity to thread that puck over to the right side.
There's Milano. Charges in. Drops to the right circle. Pacioretty. Snapped one high and wide. Maroon sent it up the middle. Too far for Beecher. And the Bruins will start to make some changes as the puck goes deep into the Capitals' end with just over 6 minutes left in the second. And the Capitals with a slim 1-0 lead. Carlo, last second, played the puck up the right side to Maroon. He'll barrel over the red line. Drills it in. Along the near side. Maroon in the corner. Playing off the pile, Beecher. It squirts Lindholm. Paddled it away from Milano. Held in by Lindholm's glove. Smacked it to the near circle. Ferravari's on it. And now the Capitals will jet up the left side. And it's blasted into the far corner of the Bruins zone. Both teams completing some changes. Here's Lindholm. Up the middle to Coyle. Flipped it into the left corner. In the Capitals end. Rimmed around to the far side. This puck will just sail out. Lindholm backhands it. Tried to dish a pass looking for DeBrusk. Instead, the Caps will tap it back to the far corner of the Bruins zone. Here's Lindholm. Banked it up the left side. Marchand couldn't hold on to it. And it's thrown deep by McElrath to the far corner of the Bruins end. McAvoy slams it around. Marchand's got it. Marchand wanted to dish it to the middle, didn't get anything on it. Carlson picked it off. He has the game's only goal. 5 minutes to go here in the second. Puck slammed behind the Bruins net to the far side. Peak takes a look. Took a hit from Malenstein, got it out. Lauko had a great chance earlier this period. Backhands it in. Bruins change. Near side Wilson spun it around, then poked it into the right corner. Shattenkirk crashes into Malenstein. Shattenkirk dished it over to the far side, picked off by the Caps, sent out in front. And Peak got his stick in the way. Malenstein was positioned just off the right post.
Yeah, good stick there from Peak, right? He's right in the middle. He's playing center field there, gets his stick on it.
Now the puck sent to the far side and shot towards Swayman. Along the near side, one of the Caps is down. Why are they stopping play with the Bruins controlling the puck? Malenstein is the guy getting up. We'll take a timeout. 4:13 left here in the second. Bruins trailing 1-0 here in Washington on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
The Honda you want is here. Drive in the moment with the road trip ready Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid from Honda. So bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the far destinations. Bring on the memories. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid or CR-V Hybrid.
See dealer for financing details.
Now that spring is here, it's time to freshen up your look with a new pair of glasses from your neighborhood Pearl Vision. Discover a variety of designer brands to reflect your style, like Coach, Michael Kors, Prada, and more. Schedule your eye exam at pearlvision.com to find your perfect pair and get 40% off your lenses with frame purchase.
Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. In 6/30/24. Exams available at the independent doctors of optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Electrical contractors get on board the Granite City Electric GCE Night Train. Granite City Electric Supply celebrating 100 years of service to electrical contractors in New England. Visit granitecityelectric.com to order.
So Frederick throws this hit on Malenstein. It's a little late, and it is. It's not a dirty hit in the sense that it's a headshot or anything. He goes right through the body, but it is definitely late. And the referees are getting together to talk about it right now. It does not look like they're going to give a penalty. Malenstein went down to the locker room. Capitals wanted a penalty, and for a game that has not been overly physical, it might get a little interesting now. You got guys like McElrath and Wilson on that Capitals bench. And you got Frederick and Maroon on the Bruins bench. It's been a pretty peaceful game. There's been no penalties called. There won't be one here. But I would guess that if they're looking at the replays on the bench, which they do, the next time Frederick's on the ice, something he might have to answer.
This puck is sent all the way down. Bruins guilty of icing.
Hockey season is Peerless Boiler season. Replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Find your local dealer at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
4:02 left in the second. 1-0 Capitals.
That hit was late. I mean, he didn't go through the head. He didn't, it wasn't a. But it was a little late.
Faceoff will come down to our right again after the Bruins ice the puck.
And then some people would say, well, don't watch your pass. Make the pass and be aware. But
puck sent into the slot of the Bruins zone. Up top, Carlson shoots. The rebound. Swayman has to scramble into position. He's down. Gets to his feet. Witherspoon takes it out of there.
He made a couple good saves there.
He's been sharp.
Oh, he's been very good.
The only puck that beat him came off Kevin Shattenkirk's stick. Left to the net. Strome with a drive. That's blocked. And that was a high deflection after Tom Wilson was lifting Shattenkirk's stick. Here comes Heinen. Of the line high slot. Bruins drag the line to make sure they're onside. It's rimmed back of the net. Bruins making a change in the back end.
Like the offside.
Only one way we're going to know, and we're never going to know. Puck sent far circle the Bruins zone. Lindholm's on it. Swerves around the net. He'll carry it up the middle. Right wing feed Heinen. Wanted to drive it deep. Could not. It's the Capitals who ice the puck. And the faceoff will come down to our left.
And Zavidia Bank and Patrice Bergeron have teamed up again this season for Assists for Kids. For every Boston assist, they'll donate $50 up to $37,000 to help Metro West Youth hockey players pay for hockey. Get details at avidiabank.com/Team Bergeron. Video Bank, honest to goodness, member FDIC, member DIF.
Beecher will lean in for the draw. He's out there with Maroon and Boquist. Face off left circle in the Caps end. Puck paddled over to the near side. Chipped to the near corner by Maroon, and it's controlled by Alexiev. Right wing feed out to center ice. McMichael scampers to the right circle. Shoots. Swayman stick save. Rebound rolls back of the net. Flipped into the protected netting, and we have a stop in the Bruins zone. And we'll take a timeout. 2:35 left here in the second. 1-0 Washington on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Colorful flowers, blue skies, sunny days. Peek outside. Spring has arrived, which is even more of a reason to protect your eyes. Pearl Vision offers prescription sunglasses that let your style shine while protecting you from sunshine. From designers such as Coach, Michael Kors, Prada, and more. Schedule your eye exam by visiting pearlvision.com and get 40% off your second pair of glasses. Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. N 6/30/24. Exams available at the Independent Doctors of Optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
The Honda you want is here. Now's the perfect time to drive in the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Passport or Ridgeline and a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Pilot.
See dealer for financing details.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
The second period face-off sponsored by WellPoint, formerly Unicare, is teamed with Charlie Coyle, Massachusetts State and Local Police, the professional firefighters of Massachusetts, and Bruins Radio for face-offs for first responders to encourage first responders to ask for help when the job gets to be too much. Get started on your path to whole health now at wellpoint.unicare.com.
Yeah, so Frederick and McElrath had a conversation just prior to that commercial break. Is that McElrath on the ice right now?
That's Van Riemsdyk.
It's Van Riemsdyk. Sorry, hard to tell. 57-52. That's the coach of the Capitals, Spencer Carberry, saying, "Okay, we're not going to go there
yet." Puck slammed over to the near side, out to center ice. Chiseled deep by McMichael. Pete dished it up the near side, chopped ahead by Wotherspoon. Strip. McMichael sent it toward the front, then Swayman puts his glove on top of that puck. Will have a draw.
It wasn't a dirty hit, Judd. It was late. And for a game that hasn't had many hits, we had 39 in the first period.
Do you want me to check what it is now?
No, I don't care. There hasn't been many hits.
It's 62 right now.
And the Bruins have 8 shots through. We have 2 minutes left in the second period.
Here's Van Riemsdyk, right point, shoots. Swayman shuts the 5-hole.
That's the way
that puck sifted through.
That's the way this game has gone. The Bruins have had 2 great opportunities this period. Lauko had one and Pastrnak had the other.
And because of the way Jeremy Swayman has played, it remains a tenuous lead for the Capitals. Bruins win the draw. Here's McAvoy. He'll dart up the right side. A headman pass to Brusque. Drives it in. Lingering back of the net. Stops it. Tried to play it around. He hit Boquist. So you got Beecher with DeBrusque and Boquist for this shift. Back of the Bruins net. Lindholm pounds it up the left side. Out to center ice. Boquist couldn't hold on to it.
The Bruins are one short on their bench. We'll have to figure out who that is.
Near circle in the Capitals end, it's Carlson. He'll wheel his way slowly ahead. Tap just to the right of the Bruins net. Peak shoveled it off the glass near side. Marchand up left wing. Dished it to the middle. Peak wheels over the line with a little speed. Try to pass to the middle. It's rejected back to him. Now Farivari mashed against the wall by Coyle. Puck flipped over to the near side. Shattenkirk pinches. This puck stays in. Now rocketed out. Maroon cut it off in the center circle. And the Caps will start to change with a puck back in their own zone. 1 minute to go here in the second.
Maroon skating with Coyle and Marchand right now.
Haven't seen Geeky. On the near side, there he is. He'll whistle it up the middle. Thank you. Over the line, left side, Pasternak. Dropped, Shattenkirk. Fed it to the right circle, and that passing lane got cut off. The Capitals with it. Van Riemsdyk chipped it over to the near side. McAvoy came down low. Geeky's going to have to play a little D as the puck is banged back into the Bruins' end. Swayman set it up for Shattenkirk. Flipped it over to the near side. Strome got a glove on it. Now Wilson had it swatted away by Heinen, and back into the Capitals' end it goes with 15 seconds remaining here in the second period. Wilson knuckled it to the far corner of the Bruins' end. Back of the net, McAvoy gave it away, back of the net, and Pasternak raced back to tap it away from Ovechkin.
Good stick by Pasternak there in the passing lane, taking that away.
That's going to do it for the second period. Neither team able to tally in that second stanza. At the end of two, the Washington Capitals won and the Bruins nothing. Here's and I will bring you back for the second intermission in just a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that. Dunkin' just dropped a new kind of energy. Introducing Sparked Energy by Dunkin'. Energy for the fun of it. For the fun of seeing where the day can take you. Plus, it's available in both Berry Burst and Peach Sunshine. Just what you'll need to kickstart your Tuesday. A revitalizing burst of energy with caffeine, vitamins, and minerals. Get Sparked Energy at your nearest Providence Dunkin'. Or order ahead on the Dunkin' app. Sparked Energy drinks are fruit flavored. Contain 0% fruit juice. Beverages contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment with the versatile Honda CR-V or Accord, all from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Accord and a 2.9% APR on a 2024 CR-V.
See dealer for financing details based on 2023 brand image words from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Now that spring is here, it's time to freshen up your look with a new pair of glasses from your neighborhood Pearl Vision. Discover a variety of designer brands to reflect your style, like Coach, Michael Kors, Prada, and more. Schedule your eye exam at pearlvision.com to find your perfect pair and get 40% off your lenses with frame purchase.
Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. In 6/30/24. Exams available at the independent doctors of optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
Hey guys, don't take my word that Blue Chew can get things going in the bedroom. Take hers. And hers. And hers.
Oh, yeah.
Go to BlueChew.com right now and meet online with a licensed medical provider. If you qualify, Blue Chew will give you a free month's supply of chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra or Cialis for just $5 shipping. Visit BlueChew.com and use the promo code YES for this amazing deal. Got it? Get it. BlueChew.com, promo code YES.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move.
Getting this.
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you. Around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise. For lives in drive.
Home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Here's Protas, 2-on-1 into the right circle, across, it's fired. Swayman pushed off, made the stop on Tom Wilson. He looks in disbelief. That's our Bruins exceptional play, presented by Timberline Construction, providing truly exceptional service in construction management, pre-construction, design, build, and due diligence support. Learn more at timberlineconstruction.com. Timberline Construction, exceptional. No exceptions. We've hit the second intermission here at the Capital One Arena in Washington. The Capitals with a 1-0 lead over the Bruins. Beersy heading into this one, I think there was a question. How would the Bruins approach this game? What would it look like? And through 40 minutes, it's been nondescript.
Well, you can say all the right things, but your performance kind of spells it out for you. I mean, we're through 40 minutes. The Bruins have 8 shots on goal. And they had 2 good chances in that second period, at least 2. One by Pastrnak, another one by Lauko on an odd man rush. Swayman's been good at the other end of the ice, but, when you're... We talked about it going into the Pittsburgh game. I wanted to see the Bruins play the way that they needed to in order to win a playoff game in that game. And they did. They gave up 4 goals, but it wasn't about that. It was about the way that they played. One was in garbage time, but they played well in that game. This game just doesn't have the same feel to it. Let the numbers do the story for you. 8 shots through 40 minutes. It hasn't really been there. And yet they're only down by a goal. And Swayman hasn't had to be spectacular, but he's had to be good. The only goal was off a Shattenkirk stick, so the redirect. So Swayman's been good, but he hasn't had to be great. He's made some good saves. It's been kind of a low event game through 2 periods anyhow. Now that can all change here in the third period, right? Opportunity to not only win, but we're right in this game. Let's have our best period. The Capitals need this way more than the Bruins do. They're still fighting for a playoff spot. And you look around the league, and Detroit's losing today. The Islanders are winning. That'll put them into the playoffs if they win today. Pittsburgh, 1-goal lead on Nashville. These are the games that mean a little bit more than some of the other teams in terms of where they are in the season right now. You don't want to let the Bruins off the hook. It hasn't been a strong game for them in terms of putting pressure on the Capitals. But they haven't given up a whole lot either. So, it's now, okay, do we want this game or not? And we'll see it here in the third period. But there hasn't been a whole lot through the first couple, and except for those 2 chances that they had in the second period, Pastrnak and Lauko.
Despite what we may have been talking about with the off-ice officials and the amount of hits that they say have been registered in the game, certainly Trent Frederick's hit, which might have been late.
66, by the way.
Against Beck Mallenstein, brought a little bit of intrigue in that second period.
Yeah, Washington needs the game, so if McElrath wants to engage with Frederick here in the third period, Frederick probably has to answer for that because it was a little bit late. It wasn't. I don't think he got his head, but it looked like he was in distress as he was going down to the locker room. So hopefully he comes back. We try to call it like it is, and I thought it was a little bit late. It could have been avoided, didn't need to be made. So we'll see how that goes. And Frederick will answer for it if he has to. If McElrath wants to come, I don't think Wilson's going to come, but I think it would be McElrath because you want Wilson healthy for the playoffs if you're going to make the playoffs. And if something were to happen in the fight, you would rather have McElrath answer for that.
Scoring summary thus far in the game. John Carlson with the only goal. It was a shot from the right point and in the slot. Kevin Shattenkirk got locked up with Tom Wilson, and Wilson, as he was lifting Shattenkirk's stick, the blade of Shattenkirk's stick, while well above his shoulder, deflected that puck. It went down into Swayman's right. The only goal of the game, his 10th, from Dylan Strome and Tom Wilson. Time of the goal, 12 minutes into the game. Shots on goal at the end of 2 in favor of the Capitals, 22-8. In that second period, it was 15-4 Washington. On the power play, neither team has had a chance. Neither team has taken a single penalty thus far here in the game. Music of the game is brought to you by Live Nation. Celebrate two of the most beloved albums of the 90s with Live and Stone Temple Pilots on September 5th at the Xfinity Center. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Mark Dondero has your Sports Hub headlines next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Honda Civic, which Car and Driver called fun to drive. Honda, the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Civic or HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI and Type R Car and Driver January 2023 based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
The new Target Circle 360 has unlimited same-day delivery, from gifts to groceries, even that last-minute guacamole, all delivered same day by your preferred shoppers with Target Circle 360. Visit target.com/circle or the Target app for more details. Subject to terms. Applies to orders over $35.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Homeowners, listen up. Granite City Electric's decorative lighting showrooms are having a spring sale featuring 15 to 50% off all decorative lighting and clearance items. Stop into any one of Granite City Electric's 4 convenient showroom locations April 15th through April 20th and save big. Plus, mention this ad and receive an additional 10% off qualifying purchases. You don't want to miss this sale. Go to gcehomelighting.com to learn more.
The bedroom. Guys, that's one place it's better to do things the hard way. The easy part for guys is BlueChew.com. At BlueChew.com, get chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra or Cialis, but cheaper. Medical consultation, but no doctor's office. Prescriptions, but no pharmacy visit. Try a free month for just $5 shipping using promo code YES at BlueChew.com. Confidence delivered. BlueChew.com. Promo code YES. The easy way to do it the hard way.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
So far tonight, Boston has won 21 faceoffs. So WellPoint, formerly Unicare, Charlie Coyle, and Franklin Sports donate $315 to provide Franklin Sports street hockey equipment to 15 Massachusetts towns to help kids get out and play to improve their mental health. So far, they've donated $6,360 on their way to $15,000. Get started on your path to whole health now at wellpoint.unicare.com. Around the NHL, the Bruins trailing still Washington 1-0, end of 2. Canadians at the end of the second up 4-2 on the Red Wings. The Sabres up 3-1 on the Lightning, end of the second period in that one. The Islanders up 3-1 on the Devils, end of 2 there. Penguins up 3-2 on the Predators, end of the second in that game. And the Rangers blanking the Senators 2-0 there in the second period. The Red Sox dropped their Patriots Day game 6-0 to the Guardians on Patriots Day. And in that game, Rafael Devers, Tyler O'Neill, they collided. Devers walked it off. O'Neill is reportedly day-to-day. The Celtics put a cherry on top of their dominant regular season on Sunday with their win over the Wizards. They will not know their first-round opponent until Friday night. Game 1 of the NBA playoffs will be next Sunday in Boston. Also today, the New England Patriots reportedly met with Washington quarterback Michael Penix Jr. And in the Boston Marathon, Ethiopia's Sise Lema won the title for the men, while it was Kenya's Helen Obiri who took home the title for the women. Half and 11-game plans for the Bruins 2024-2025 season are officially on sale. Lock in your seat and be a part of all the action. Plus, certain plans include the club's centennial game, which is expected to be held as part of the 2024-25 regular season on December 1st at TD Garden. For more information and to lock in your plan for next season, visit bostonbruins.com/ game plans. I'm Mark Dundeo for Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. When we get back, we'll take it back to Judd and Bob for third period action right here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealer.
How powerful is Cox Internet? Powerful enough to let your band members in Vegas, Phoenix, and Rhode Island jam like you're all in the same garage. Get gig speeds powered by fiber from Cox. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Download speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial connection. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
The Honda you want is here. Now's the perfect time to drive in the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Passport or Ridgeline and a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Pilot.
See dealer for financing details.
This is NASCAR driver Tony Breidinger inviting you to make a pit stop at Raising Cane's for craveable, hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers.
Chicken up.
Crispy, crinkle-cut fries.
Hot potato coming through.
Buttery Texas toast.
Toast walking.
And secret Cane sauce.
Topping off now.
Turbocharge your chicken fingers and get them even faster when you order online or with the Raising Cane's app.
Go, go, go!
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Raising Cane's is not affiliated with NASCAR.
When you find a deal on your favorite thing in the McDonald's app and order it, does that technically count as online shopping? Save money with the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's, prices may vary.
The Namco Pool Splash Into Spring Sales event is here. Transform your backyard into a budget-friendly oasis with a remarkable selection of above-ground pools, hot tubs, and patio furniture. Take advantage of pools up to 20% off, jacuzzis up to $1,000 off, and patios up to 56% off. Get in now for the Namco Pool Splash Into Spring Sale going on now through the 22nd. Namco Pool, the most trusted pool company for your community. NamcoPool.com.
Elevate your look with sales. Shop diamonds and gold essentials, or discover a diverse mix of emerging talent and established brands in our designer edit. Whether you're just starting to build your jewelry box or looking for something new, book an appointment with a jewelry expert today to help guide you through our curated selection, including new arrivals, and find your next must-have at Sales.
At UMass Memorial Health, you can be a
nurse,
mental health clinician,
medical assistant,
but you can also be a
after-hours musician,
family chef,
T-ball coach.
That's because we hire you, all of you, and treat you like a person, not a position, with great pay and excellent benefits like retirement savings plans and tuition assistance. Come be you at UMass Memorial Health. Explore all we offer at wehireyou.org.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub. Now it's time to look back at 100 years of Boston Bruins hockey, presented by Granite City Electric.
They're going back for more. Byron Defoe getting in the way. Look at this. Here comes Ollie Colton. And it's going to be his buddy. He's going to have to grab somebody. He'll grab Belanger. They're both big. And would this be a great scrap? Oh, Kolzig is tough. Look at Defoe there to pull the old friend off. This is old-time hockey, Joe. No, look at this. Now the buddies are going at it. Look at this. Tell me they don't both want to win this hockey game. Tell me they both don't want to win this fight.
Tonight we remember former Bruins goaltender Byron Defoe. Defoe played 5 of his 12 years in the National Hockey League. Listen to you laugh. With the Bruins from 97 to 2002, acquired from the LA Kings along with Dmitry Kristich. Lord Byron compiled 3 30-win seasons in Boston and was named to the Bruins' legendary 100. Defoe, who was born in Sussex, England, began his NHL career with the Capitals after Washington made him a second-round pick in the 1989 draft. He retired in 2004 following 2 seasons with the Atlanta Thrashers.
He fought Ole Kolzig in that game. They were best man at each other's weddings. It's just, they were laughing.
That look back at 100 years of Bruins hockey was presented by Granite City Electric Supply, celebrating 100 years of service to electrical contractors and our communities throughout New England. Go to granitecityelectric.com. Both teams back on the ice. We're about ready to start the third period here in Washington. The Caps with a slim 1-0 lead. The Bruins, when they trail entering the third period, are 2-17-3. The Capitals, when they hold a lead at the end of 40 minutes, 26-2-4. Bruins working left to right.
Well, yeah, and to answer the question towards the end of the period, was anybody going to answer to Trent Frederick? Spencer Carberry's not starting anybody. Frederick's starting the period, but McIlrath, Wilson not on the ice, so that gives you your answer.
Bruins drill it in, but the Caps give it away. Lauko sent it to the middle. It's chopped up to the left side. Ovechkin with a head fake. He'll then dish it in front of his bench. Banked ahead by McIlrath. And back of the Bruins net. Carlo.
I'll take that back then. Sorry about that.
Stumbled over to the near side. He'll drill it up the middle all the way down, and Lindgren stops it. Shoveled it over to the far side. Pump back to the Capitals net. The Bruins making some changes. Alexiev to McIlrath. The big right-hander will dish it back to the slot. He'll head off to change.
Well, that gives you your answer then.
Wilson hops onto the ice as the puck is driven behind Swayman. Bruins brush it up the right side of Marchand. He'll fling it over to the far side. Out to center ice. DeBrusque, puck in his feet at the red line. Turns around and whacked it in. Lindgren stops it back of the net. Plays it over to the far side. Held in by Lindholm. High slot. McAvoy shoots over the glove hand.
There haven't been many point shots for the Bruins today. There haven't been any shots, period.
Bruins have gotten goals here in the last couple of games from the back end. Kevin Shattenkirk scored the other night in Pittsburgh. And prior to that, McAvoy had goals in back-to-back games. Bruins queued up the left side out to center ice. 18.5 left here in the third. 1-0 Capitals. Just joining us. If the Bruins win tonight, they win the Atlantic Division. They have a 1-point lead over the Florida Panthers with a game in hand. Florida's idle tonight. Up the left side. Florida's last game, by the way, against the Toronto Maple Leafs. If the playoffs started today, that would be the first-round matchup.
Yeah, that's in Florida. Toronto has to play Tampa and Florida. Finish their season.
Peak shoveled it back to the net. Now far side, it's flipped up top. Ovechkin had to reach back for it. Down low, Shattenkirk got a piece of it in the slot. The Bruins protect the middle. And now Shattenkirk shakes away from Ovechkin. Up the right side to Peak. Over the red line, over the blue line right side. Hacked it into the right corner. Back of the net.
Boquist. A little uncomfortable after that hit.
Puck pounded deep into the Bruins zone. We have icing.
Flexing that right leg. Fans, Catches Law, the official law firm of the Boston Bruins, has won over $2 billion for their clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches Law. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Boquist stays on the ice. The faceoff will be in the left circle, the Caps end. Beecher, Maroon, and Boquist out there. Beecher's going to take the draw. And the Caps win it. Pounded around to the near side. The Caps, by the way, struggle in that area of the game. They're 29th in the league winning faceoffs. Iorio comes up the far side. A dish to Faravari. Gains some speed. Blisters it in. Around to the near side. Beecher. He'll play it back of his net. The Caps changing on the back end. Long left wing feed. Oh, on and off the stick of Maroon. And then McAvoy finished his check out at center ice. And we have icing here on the Caps. 17:02 left here in the third. Bruins trailing 1-0.
Still yet to see a penalty in this game. Kind of gives you an indication of Ovechkin, no shots. McAvoy, there wasn't much there. It was just kind of inadvertent contact out in the neutral zone.
The Caps, one of the least penalized teams in the league.
Well, that's
Bruins.
what Jim Montgomery told us this morning, right? You're not going to get many power plays. Well, you're not going to get any.
Shattenkirk, right circle to Peak. Shoots, and it's clubbed down by Linger. It looked like he had to fight that one off. And he holds. By the way, did you catch the fine on Kevin Shattenkirk?
I did, but I didn't see what happened.
So he was fined, and I want to get the figure
Bunting
right.
was going by the bench, so I do remember that.
There was some
Bruins
contact between he and Michael Bunting. So he was fined $2,734.38.
That's the max.
The maximum allowed.
It depends on what your
under the
salary
CBA.
is. Yeah, it depends on what your salary is. I get that.
I had to laugh at the figure.
No, but
the line left side, Marchand tried to hook to the middle, lost it.
It's based on your salary.
But it was for technically unsportsmanlike contact. I think he took a whack at Bunting while
he was on the bench. Yeah. Well, Bunting had made contact. Remember he made contact with Omar?
Yes.
So I think that was in response to that, I believe.
Puck near side in the neutral zone. Protas knocked it down with his glove.
There was a suspension not that long ago to Gouli from Montreal. And he slashed. He was on the bench and he slashed Konechny from Philadelphia.
He got him good.
He whacked him, and he got suspended for a game.
Swayman behind his net. Relayed it over to the near side. We played just over 4 minutes here in the third. Still 1-0 Capitals. Milano scrambles to the left circle. Sent it out in front. Off a leg to the far side. Geekie. Got a little help from Pasternak. So Geekie, Pasternak, and Heinen. Pasternak shoots. Stick save made by Lindgren. Back of the net now, Pasternak. Normally this spot was occupied by Zacha.
Somebody just went down to the locker room.
Out in the neutral zone, here's Geekie. He'll motor in 1-on-2. Angles to the right. Drills it around the boards. Pacioretty got it out after he took a bump from Lauko.
Somebody's in the hallway. I can't see what number it is. Somebody's in the hallway right now.
The question is with whom on the Bruins staff?
Zaka's out there right now, so they're changing up all the lines. Zaka, Lauko, and Frederick.
Far corner now. Puck squeezed behind the Capitals net. Frederick tried to center it out in front, and it's swatted away back into the Bruins zone. And we have icing here on the Capitals. 14:46 left here in the third. 1-0 Washington.
Fans, Bruins hockey is brought to you by Removal Pro of New England. If your home or office needs an oil tank removed or installed, call the experts at Removal Pro at 740-TANK-PRO. If it's big and heavy and it's got to go, call Removal Pro at 740-TANK-PRO. Online at oilremovalpro.com.
Beecher, Boquist, and Maroon will head out there. Face off in the far circle, the Caps end. We're going to reset everybody. Connor McMichael getting lectured.
66 hits.
Bruins win the draw. Far side, Boquist, his shot denied.
Have you caught a big hit yet? It's sponsored. You got to call one.
Near corner, here's Ovechkin. He'll scramble over to the far side. We're working on it.
Yeah. Keep working.
Pound it over to the near side. Here's Maroon. Up the middle. Now Shattenkirk flings it to the open far side. And
I guess Frederick's hit.
We have icing. And the faceoff will come back down to our left. Bruins will play their final game of the 82-game grind tomorrow at TD Garden. It'll be against the Ottawa Senators. What a disappointing year they had.
Wilson and Maroon having a couple words, by the way.
Duncan pregame at 6:30, puck drop at 7. Face-off near circle in the Bruins zone. They lock up off the draw.
First penalty of the game.
And it's going to the Bruins. Lingering off the extra attacker. Here's Milano. He'll wind it up. Gathers some steam. Out to center ice. Through the center circle. High slot. Far side, not of the corner. Sent it up top for Strome. Carlson, who has the game's only goal. Left of the net, Pacioretty sent it out in front of the Bruins. Get possession of it, and now the call will be made. Looks like Kevin Shattenkirk's the guilty party. 13:48 left here in the third. 1-0 Capitals. Usually we go to a break in these situations.
12, minor penalty for tripping.
What a call by the ref. Got to leave that on for TV. That's coming up next on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. That's your local New England Honda dealers.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Colorful flowers, blue skies, sunny days. Peek outside. Spring has arrived, which is even more of a reason to protect your eyes. Pearl Vision offers prescription sunglasses that let your style shine while protecting you from sunshine. From designers such as Coach, Michael Kors, Prada, and more. Schedule your eye exam by visiting pearlvision.com and get 40% off your second pair of glasses. Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. In 6/30/24. Exams available at the Independent Doctors of Optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
Are you interested in owning a short-term rental? Analyze easier, invest wiser, and list smarter with AirDNA by your side. The trusted advisor for hosting and investing. Launch your journey at airdna.co today.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
For every helper on a Bruins goal, the Shots at Star Market Foundation will donate $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about Feeding the Puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
So they have not called a penalty in 46 minutes plus of this game, and they called that. There's nothing there.
Kevin Shattenkirk in the box.
I've been fine with it. There hasn't been any penalties.
They called a trip.
I don't.
Here's Ovechkin. He'll kick it in. Swayman pounds it up the near side. And now here's DeBrusk.
They would have had a...
Over the line right side.
Beecher broke his stick, so he had to go to the bench.
I think he was wondering if he got hacked. It looked like he was pleading to the referee as this puck is deflected over the glass. 13:22 left here in the third period.
I've had no issues with the referee. It's been fine. There hasn't been any penalties. I didn't like that call at all.
They saw right circle in the Caps end. The Caps power play, 17th in the league. The Bruins penalty kill 7th. Zacha in for the draw. Bruins scored shorthanded the other night in Pittsburgh. Brad Marchand had that. He's tied for 5th in the league with 3.
Wide open.
And he's the active leader in shorthanded goals currently in the National Hockey League. Here's Oshie. He'll motor over the line high slot. Brushed it to the right corner. Catches up to it. Up top it comes. Here's Carlson. Room. Shoots. Blocked. Rebound back of the net. Rimmed over to the far side. Nobody home. And the Caps will have to come back into the neutral zone. Going short for another minute. Pounded down low by Ovechkin. Far corner, Marchand traps it. Had it stripped. Up top it comes Carlson. To Ovechkin. Shoots, and Swayman squared up at the near post and made that save.
I remember the last time we were in this building, Judd, we watched Ovechkin. Remember, they had the 4-minute power play in overtime. He never came off the ice. He was going to the bench at one point because he had broken his stick. And somebody was ready to jump out for him, and he was waving him, get back on the bench. I just want a new stick. I'm staying out here. He was out there for the entire 4 minutes.
Ovechkin, the all-time leader in NHL history with 312 power play goals. Yes. Now right point Carlson flings it into the slot. Deflected just wide on the high tip. Swayman had to be alert at the near post. Bruins short for another 40 seconds. Milano wings it across. Right point Carlson, who has the game's only goal. Sent to the far side. Peak got in the passing lane. Bumped up top. Carlson shoots. Deflected wide by LaPierre. Back of the Bruins net over to the near side. Ovechkin hustling for it. The Bruins get to it first. Can they exit the puck? They'll flip it up the middle, but not out. Pacioretty keeps it in. And then the Bruins deflected up the left side, back into the Caps' end.
Marchand got a piece of that.
10 seconds left on the Shattenkirk penalty. Just under 12 minutes left here in the third. 1-0 Capitals. Here's LaPierre. Center circle. Leaves for Milano. His pass to the right side for Protas. Far corner now sent up top. Bruins back to full strength. The shot coming in. Swayman the save, and the Bruins burst the other way. Back to full strength. Frederick over the line right side. Pounded against the glass by Farivari. Near corner Frederick. To McAvoy. Top right wing circle. Shoots. And it's stopped out in front by Van Riemsdyk. It knocked him down. He's limping. Back of the net now. Here's Geekie. Right of the cage. Centered. Denied. I think Lindgren may have gotten it with the knob of his stick while it was down. Near corner, Frederick locked up. Geekie, near side. Puck in his feet, mobbed by Farivari, and the puck flipped back to neutral ice. 11:05 left here in the third. Bruins down 1-0. Puck flipped to the far corner, Pasternak. McElrath has got it. McElrath chased to the near side. Flipped a backhand ahead. Strome lost it. Looking to counter his Lauko to Pasternak off his stick. And this puck is driven back into the Bruins zone. We have icing here on the Capitals.
Check out the hardest working Player of the Week content on 98.5thesportshub.com, brought to you by the Peterson School. Are you a master in your trade and interested in passing the torch to the next generation of tradespeople? Join the growing team of instructors at the Peterson School. Visit petersonschool.com to learn more.
Face off in the far circle in the Caps' end. Back of the net, it's McElrath. Move it up the far side. Out to center ice. And Strome will pop it deep. Shattenkirk dished it to the far corner. Nice dish.
As you just pointed out to me, Judd, here, and we were trying to figure out who the guy that's not on the ice. It's one of the guys that's played every game this season. That's Charlie Coyle.
Along the near side, the neutral zone.
Ill afford to lose him. He's just too valuable to this team, but he's not out there right now.
Zaka left it along the far side. Heinen couldn't get to it in time. Held in. Nice play by Zaka. Dives, got it to Heinen. His wrister deflected off a cap stick and over the glass.
That's a tough injury. Whatever it is. Hopefully just precaution.
We'll have to take a look and see what his last shift was. Charlie Coyle coming into the action, a career high 25 goals, a career high 60 points. He played in every single game last year as well. Face off in the far circle in the Capitals' end. Carlson. He'll stop behind his net.
He's played 5 shifts in this period. We're trying to narrow it down. There's only 12 guys on the bench, which means they're one short. So.
Up the far side, Wotherspoon. Sent it to the middle, McAvoy. Right wing feed, Pasternak. Kicks to the stick. He had a guy driving, got tripped up. We play on.
He kind of lost his balance there trying to spin.
You mean like Milano? Near side, here's Protas. Backhands to the near circle. A pass to the middle by Dowd, intercepted by Zaka. Here's Wotherspoon. Left wing Heinen. Bruins will start to make some changes on the fly.
Coyle's out there now.
Good to see. Hadn't seen him in the last couple of rotations. Back of the net. Marchand crashes in. It's a 1-goal game.
Still.
Iorio lost his helmet, so he has to scramble off. And the Capitals threw a couple guys on the ice. Both Carlson and McElrath came on. McElrath exited. Now Pacioretty in a battle with Peak. Milano back of the net. Wrapped up by DeBrusque. Near corner. LaPierre digging away. Pacioretty tried to squeeze it back to the net to Milano. Flipped it out in front. An aerial pass. And Pacioretty had an opportunity to swing and miss. Now over the line, right side to Brust to the right circle. Backhand to the slot. Brushed away. Far side. Sent out in front. Deflected wide. You had Marchand and Coyle there. Coyle back of the net for Marchand. Far corner. Far circle Marchand. Twists. He's got Pacioretty on him. Back of the net, Marchand. Near circle, up top, Wotherspoon. Shoots, lingering the save, the rebound, sent into the slot. And the Caps have it, and they'll scramble the other way. Near corner in the Bruins zone, freed by Wotherspoon, who's out there right now for the time being.
I think the guy they're missing is Brandon Carlo. Played a couple shifts in the third period, but
Maroon crashes in, creates a loose puck. Digging away is Beecher. They battle down low. Kicked by Maroon to the near side. Boquist trying to rim it up top. Boquist scrambles to the right point. Leaves it right point. Peak. Shoots. Lindgren a clean glove save, and he holds with McAvoy darting to the blue paint. 7:17 left here in the third. Capitals with a 1-0 lead over the Bruins. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
The Honda you want is here. Now's the perfect time to drive in the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Passport or Ridgeline and a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Pilot.
See dealer for financing details.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
This season, the first power play was brought to you by Bosch Tools, engineered for efficiency, comfort, and ease. Bosch Tools are built to keep workers going at full strength. Bosch Tools, what hard workers deserve. Well, we think we've located the guy who's missing on the Bruins bench, and that is Brandon Carlo, who was last spotted with 4:17 gone by here in the third period. Played 3 shifts.
That's a huge, huge loss for the Bruins. Hopefully it's just, like I said, precautionary. We were talking about Coyle before. It's not him. But Carlo's so important to this team defensively and what he brings.
It took him a couple of years before he saw his first playoff game. The team was making the playoffs.
Yeah, he was getting hurt.
Here's Ovechkin. A steal back of the Bruins net. Sent it to the far side out of the reach of McMichael. Up top it comes Van Riemsdyk. Dusts it off, swings it to the far side. Geekie creates the turnover. Maroon lugs it out to center ice. Flipped it into the far corner. Back of the net. Bruins create a turnover, but Van Riemsdyk there to pull it out of there after Alexiev got knocked down. And it's lifted to the right corner of the Bruins end. The Caps change. 6:35 remaining here in the third. 1-0 Capitals. The shots this period at last check were 6-2 Bruins. For the game, it's 24-13 Capitals. In the slot of the Bruins zone, it's Peak. Guides it to the far side. Now up right wing, it's kicked into the Bruins zone. Or, pardon me, in the Cap zone. Zacha drives it to the far corner. And Carlson will just fling it high back into the Bruins end. Here's Protas. Locked up with Peak, who had lost his stick, tried to stay with him. The Bruins come back to help out. Out they come. Zacha center circle. Drops Heinen over the line. To Pasternak right circle. Hits the brakes. Protects. Centered out in front. He had Lindholm back door. Couldn't grab the pass.
Lindholm had a step there trying to get to the net.
Puck bounced in front, deflected, and Lindgren had to stop it, sliding over at the near post. It went off Ferravari's skate. 5:44 left here in the third. Bruins down 1-0 here in Washington on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins radio network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
The Honda you want is here. Now's the perfect time to drive in the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2024 Honda Passport or Ridgeline and a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Pilot.
See dealer for financing details.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Bring excitement to your landscape with proven winners Color Choice shrubs. These flowering shrubs and evergreens have been trialed and tested by experts to make sure they look better and bloom better. So they're just as easy to care for as what's in your landscape now, but a whole lot more colorful and interesting. Look for proven winners Color Choice shrubs in the distinctive white container at your local garden center, or learn more at provenwinnerscolorchoice.com.
Elevate your look with sales. Shop diamonds and gold essentials, or discover a diverse mix of emerging talent and established brands in our designer edit. Whether you're just starting to build your jewelry box or looking for something new, book an appointment with a jewelry expert today to help guide you through our curated selection, including new arrivals, and find your next must-have at sales.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Fans, hockey season is Peerless Boiler season. Replace your old boiler and water heater with a new Peerless Boiler and Pavilion tankless water heater. Find your local dealer at peerlessboilers.com. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Face out in the right circle, the Capitals end. 5:44 remains in regulation. Capitals with a 1-0 lead over the Bruins. John Carlson, a goal in the first period. Capitals shut out the Bruins in the first meeting. 3-0 at TD Garden. The Bruins winning the second installment 3-2 in the shootout here in D.C. Now Coyle kicked out of there. Marchand will step in and take the draw.
Yeah, they had McAvoy set up for a one-timer from Lindholm. Now they're going to switch and go back to their proper sides.
And the Caps win the draw, and it's lifted over the glass by the Capitals. Did it deflect? Apparently it did. Yeah. Nobody's made any indication.
I thought it went off the glass.
I thought it went off something and angled up. There's a chance next year, if it gets approved by the Board of Governors, that would be a play that you could review.
Got the referee over talking to the...
Well, some of this may be about the clock, because we went from 5:44 to now 28 and a half seconds.
Yeah, that's
now it's
what it
5:39. There we go.
Yeah, they can't review that. Not yet.
Those are the guys doing the hits.
Okay.
Along the near side, here's Lindholm. Flipped it to the middle. And the Caps able to drive it out to center ice. Wilson doing the work. Near circle Wilson. Boy, he had a chance earlier in the game.
He
denied
did.
by Swayman.
Good save by Swayman. Neither goalie's had a whole lot of work.
Ferravari shot blocked. It skitters to DeBrusk. He'll turn and head north. Leaves it in the middle. Lindholm, an outlet to McAvoy over the line right side. Drops it to Marchand. Trying to dip around a check. He lost the puck. 2-on-2 racing the other way. Here's Oshie. Saucered out in front, looking for McMichael, and the pass was too far in front of him. Oshie, left point. Bothered by Coyle. Paddled down low by the Caps. Back of the net. Ovechkin took a shoulder from Shattenkirk. Far side to Brusk. Flipped it off the far glass out to the neutral zone. And both teams will start to change with 4:40 left here in the third. The Capitals with a 1-0 lead.
At what point do you pull Swayman?
Capitals will be in Philadelphia. The Flyers, one of the teams that's locked up with the Capitals.
Well, there's some interesting games going on right now. Islanders are going to make the playoffs tonight. They're up 4-1 late. But Detroit losing. Pittsburgh's up.
They were up 4-2 at last check over the Nashville Predators on home ice. And we have an icing call here on Washington.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes. Probably too many to pull Swayman, but I mean, the Bruins have 14 shots on goal. They've generated nothing other than a couple chances in the second period. You got to start thinking about it.
Washington, Detroit, and Philadelphia each start the night with 87 points, but Washington has the tiebreaker.
You have to think about it right now. I wouldn't wait much longer if you're Jim Montgomery, right?
Center circle at Shattenkirk. Pasternak tried to shovel it in. Instead, he'll play it back into his own zone. Swayman set it up for McAvoy. He'll gather some speed to the center circle. Over the line, left side, around to check, into the slot, shoots, and Lindgren the stop, and then McAvoy charged to the front of the net.
Yeah, it's decent opportunity. Not a great opportunity. That's a pretty routine save, I think, for Lindgren. McAvoy, though, pushing the pace right up the middle. Gets a pass from Swayman. Coming out of his zone. McAvoy's got the ability to do that. Like when he wants to take control of the game, and he comes right up the middle that time for that shot.
Face off in the far circle, won by the Bruins in the Caps end. McAvoy skillfully around Wilson to the far circle. Flipped away from him, Pasternak, and a shake free from Carlson.
Carlson stayed right with him.
And the Caps will flip it up the right side, but Protas sent it onto his bench, so the faceoff will stay in zone.
It's a good defensive play by Carlson. So if you're Montgomery, we got 3:26 remaining here. They're putting a line out there right now, but it's with the thought of, okay, who comes out next? Who comes out when the goaltender is pulled? I mean, you'd like to score here, but it's more, okay, we need our group fresh when our top guys fresh when we pull the goal.
Maroon shoots, and Lindgren squeezed the left arm into the midsection and holds. Maroon bidding for his first as a Bruin.
Had some good chances against Pittsburgh.
He said after the game, good sequence, didn't execute the shot. Alex Nedeljkovic made a great save. 3:23 left here in the third.
Yeah, he was funny on the airplane after the game. Yeah, I was a little rusty.
Frederick crouches down for the draw. A little early movement by the Caps. Both centermen stay in there. And the Caps couldn't guide it out. It's sent into the right corner of the Capitals' end. Protas takes a look, chased by Peak. Right corner, Maroon crunched Protas against the boards. Near side in the corner, it's Maroon trying to dig it free. Protas gave it away. Frederick shoots, blocked. And scrambling ahead is Wilson to get it out to center ice. Then Wilson and Frederick collide. Both guys are going to change as Lindholm backhands it ahead. Pasternak dips around to check. Over the line, right side, Peak. Along the near wall, tripped up. Sent out in front. Lindgren gloves it and holds. 2:42 remaining in regulation. One up the Capitals.
They're going to call a timeout. Bruins are. They might not call a timeout, but they are going to pull Swayman. Jim Montgomery grabbed the whiteboard, but he told Swayman to come to the bench. So now you've got your players out there.
6 on 5. The Bruins have not scored a lot of goals in these situations. Coyle, Pasternak, Zacha, Marchand. The 4 forwards out there, McAvoy and Shattenkirk in the back end. The net to our right, or to our left, is vacant. Coyle digs in. He'll take the draw against Dowd, Washington's best. And the Bruins scrum for the puck in the slot. Played over to the far side. Carlson got it ahead and out to center ice. Here's Oshie. Over the line, he'll backhand it deep. Dowd back of the net. Dowd near side. Dowd to the corner. Banked it up top. Faravari into the slot. And Oshie couldn't tap it home. Far side, here's Zaka. He'll crank it in. Around to the near side. They never got to Pasternak. Back of the net, over to the far wall. McAvoy couldn't grab it with his backhand. The Bruins sizzle it into the slot. Coyle far circle. Left of the net. Far corner Pasternak. Banked it up top. The Bruins start to set it up. Shattenkirk right point. Near circle to Marchand. Up to the right point, Shattenkirk. Across. McAvoy. Pasternak. Almost lost it. Now does. He got knocked down. The Caps. First attempt, they don't clear, and then Oshie will golf it back into the Bruins zone. Strome racing for it. He took a check near side. Scraped to the near wall. Ovechkin salivating as usual. Up the right side.
All-time leading scorer with empty net.
The Caps can't drive the puck deep, and I think we've got a hand pass on the Bruins with 1:32 left here in the third. And the Bruins trailing 1-0. Swayman's going to come back onto the ice.
Did not handle that puck the way that he wanted to when he got it in the left wing circle. It bobbled off of his stick. Wasn't able to handle it.
So the faceoff will be in the far circle of Bruins end with 1:32 remaining here in regulation. Shots this period are 8-2 Bruins. They only have 16 for the game. John Carlson, the only goal. Frederick in for the draw. Against Strome, the Bruins win it. Now Lindholm back of his net.
Thought they might have called a timeout there.
Now Swayman, as the Bruins come up the ice, Swayman exits, the extra attacker's on. Lindgren stopped it back of the net. Threw it high to the far side. This one rolls all the way back into the Bruins' end. Ovechkin wanted to race for it, but Lindholm was in front of him. Up the right side to Geekie, over the red line. Drills it in. Lindgren got a piece of it. Far corner, Carlson mobbed. And the Bruins have it. Geekie banked it up. Ovechkin's got it. Dusts it off. Sizzles it ahead. And it goes just wide. Rebound, McMichael. He missed the target. How?
I think it got deflected by Lindholm.
43 seconds remaining here in regulation. 1-0 Capitals. Flipped by Maroon into the far corner. Dowd got out of the way of the big rig, who came crashing in. Far hash, it's Geekie. Up top to McAvoy. Shoots deflected. Lindgren the save. Maroon was going for a rebound. Little action out in front as Maroon gets involved. 26 seconds remaining here in the third, and I'm guessing we're going to see a timeout here.
I mean, at least get your top guys out there.
Jim Montgomery taking out the dry erase board. We haven't gotten an indication just yet.
I mean, no disrespect to the guys that are out there, but you know, when you got 30 seconds left and Pasternak's not out on the ice.
Now the timeout is issued. The Boston Bruins are officially heading to the playoffs, and individual tickets to the playoffs presented by Rapid 7 are on sale now. Secure your seats to all potential games played at TD Garden for all rounds of the playoffs. For more information and to lock in your seat to all the playoff hockey action, visit bostonbruins.com/playoffs. So each team is going to talk it over.
Yeah, faceoff's going to be on the right wing side to the left of Lindgren. So most likely Coyle taking that draw.
Thus far tonight, the Bruins have won 56% of the faceoffs.
You got to set up a one-timer for Pasternak, do you not? I mean, there's 26 seconds to go, so you still have time, but off the faceoff possession, you want Pasternak with that puck on his stick. They actually have two defensemen out there. You got Shattenkirk and McAvoy. Pasternak's on the boards. He's not even setting up for a one-timer unless it's a face-off play.
Coyle digs in. Everybody on their feet here at the Capital One Arena. Off the draw. Scrum for the puck. Chopped to the corner. The Bruins have it. But their backhand picked off, and it's pounded out to center ice by Oshie.
Pasternak tried to go back to McAvoy at the point.
Now, Marchand had his pocket picked, and Dowd walks in. He scores! Nick Dowd with 12 seconds left tucks Tucks in a backhand into the empty net. 2-0 Washington.
Yeah, he just picked the pocket of Marchand there in the zone. Dowd is a good player, reliable player. Bruins are back on this puck. Marchand has it. Dowd picks his pocket, lifts his stick, takes the puck away. And he's got an easy tap-in.
So Swayman back in net. And the Capitals going to win the season series against the Bruins, taking 2 of 3. And they're going to stay in the last wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. Puck thrown to the far corner. Lauko digging away. Boquist there at the end boards with 6. Far corner, Obey-Kubel jammed against the wall. McElrath locked up in the far corner with Boquist. And this game has gone final. The Atlantic Division is going to go down to the final day in the regular season. The Boston Bruins will retain a 1-point lead over the Florida Panthers with 1 game left. That'll take place tomorrow at TD Garden against the Ottawa Senators. Your final tonight, Capitals 2 and the Bruins nothing. Beersy and I will bring you back for the postgame show in a moment on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Home decorating, it's my new thing. I'm going for mid-century meets rustic chic with a terracotta gallery wall and, abstract rug. Looking nice.
Free one-day delivery on home decor and millions of other items. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
Who's in for Mohegan? Obviously everyone. It's an invitation that you can't ignore to experience a place that just feels different. Mohegan Sun, a place that welcomes you in, all in. For the flavors, the fun, the unbelievably unforgettable. Because you plus me plus Mohegan equals the best time ever. And what comes next is, well, everything. This is how it feels when you're all in for Mohegan. Mohegan Sun. Visit MoheganSun.com today to start your experience.
The Namco Pool Splash Into Spring sales event is here. Transform your backyard into a budget-friendly oasis with a remarkable selection of above-ground pools, hot tubs, and patio furniture. Take advantage of pools up to 20% off, jacuzzis up to $1,000 off, and patios up to 56% off. Get it now for the Namco Pool Splash Into Spring sale going on now through the 22nd. Namco Pool, the most trusted pool company for your community. NamcoPool.com.
Imagine travel that's unique, a trip that's literally customized just for you, with an expert private guide at your side. That's travel with Kensington Tours. Italy for art, Kenya for safari, Scotland for history, Vietnam for food, whatever trip you dream of. In over 100 countries worldwide, you enjoy exclusive access to the best of your destinations. See what it's like to see the world differently. Visit KensingtonTours.com today.
Channel your automotive passion into a rewarding career path. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting fresh, your local CarStar has a variety of opportunities to join this elite premier collision repair company. Get your foot on the gas and race to success with a career at CarStar. Explore the endless possibilities and visit carstarjobs.com to learn more about how we drive excellence together. That's carstarjobs.com. Start your journey with us today.
Splenda, it's you and me.
The next time you're at Walmart, make sure to add some Splenda sweetness to your cart. Use Splenda wherever you use sugar, including all your favorite recipes, for that sweet taste you love without the added calories.
Use it like sugar on everything. You're so sweet, that's why we sing.
Find Splenda in the baking aisle at Walmart.
Everything's sweeter with Splenda.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Marchand at his pocket pick. And Dowd walks in. He scores. Nick Dowd with 12 seconds left. Tucks in a backhand into the empty net. 2-0 Washington. The Shaw's and Star Market Foundation will donate $100 for every Bruins assist this year to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about Feeding the Puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Your final tonight here in Washington. The Capitals shut out the Bruins for the second time this season. Tonight it was 2-0 here in Washington, so the Bruins are now 47-19-15. And they finished the road schedule 23-9-9. They're going to go into the final day, Beersy, with a 1-point lead over the Florida Panthers in the Atlantic Division. So it's going to be up for grabs in the final day of the regular season. And here in this one, it looked like the Caps' urgency may have helped them prevail in this one. And the Bruins had a couple of guys get nicked up.
Yeah, there was, Geekie right at the end of the game there. We'll see in his status. But Carlo did not finish the game. I think that's the bigger concern right now, of the fact that he only played a couple of shifts, or at least one shift in the third period. Right now, I mean, the Rangers are up right now 3-0 on Ottawa. If that holds and the Rangers win that game, the Bruins can only play Tampa or Toronto, and it depends on tomorrow's game against the Ottawa Senators. So they're in control of their own destiny in terms of who they play. I don't know if there's a preference there. I don't think that's the main concern. But if you look at this game here today, I mean, I'll let you paint your own picture, but 16 shots on goal, 1 penalty. These two teams, I mean, Washington needs the win, but the Bruins just looking for the playoffs right now. They had their game against Pittsburgh where they played, a good game there, and, got to their game, especially as it went on, and, there was a lot of compete there. But tonight, it just really wasn't there. They had a couple chances, but Lindgren was good when he had to be, but how many times did he have to be? Maybe three times today, grade A scoring chances. So there really wasn't a whole lot. And if that's the case, okay, let's get through tomorrow without any injuries and hope that Brandon Carlo is all right, because, I mean, you can ill afford to lose him. I mean, he's too valuable to you on defense, on the back end. And he's had some injuries when the season's come, close to the end. Didn't see what happened to him, but he didn't play. He only played one shift in the third period. So hopefully that's just precautionary and he's okay.
Service Credit Union is teamed with Charlie McAvoy for defending New England's heroes. Service donates $100 for every block shot and $1,000 for every shutout to pay for heart and cancer screenings for New England police and firefighters. Tonight, the Bruins blocked 10 shots, so Service is going to donate another $1,000. Thus far, they have committed $128,900, and they pledged to donate up to $200,000 for the season. When the Bruins postgame show rolls on from Washington, D.C., here's going to take a look at the out-of-town National Hockey League scoreboard. We'll get you your 3-star selection and the full game recap. Caps blank the Bruins tonight, 2-0 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local New England Honda dealers.
Exmark mowers are known for their signature cut quality, legendary dependability, and an operator experience unlike any other. Because if something's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Don't miss out on limited time savings going on now at your local dealer.
If you struggle to get in shape and lose weight, I'm about to change your life. I'm Carl, the CEO of Body, and I don't like working out and eating healthy either. So here's how I get myself to do it. I make myself own the morning. And by the morning, I mean the first hour or so every day. It's not family time. It's not for scrolling social media. It's for my results and my health. And man, does it work. Every day, I get out of bed, drink a health shake I made the night before, and then I go crush a workout in the Body app and just follow along day by day. Before most people are even out of bed, I'm done for the day. So here's my offer to you. The next 500 people who go to Body.com will get 65% off a full year of access to over 120 programs. 65%! Because I want you to start now and see how fast the pounds come off and the muscles start popping. And if they don't, hey, you get your money back. Just go to Body.com, that's BODI.com, and let's own the morning together and get healthy and fit.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this.
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you, around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
The bedroom. Guys, that's one place it's better to do things the hard way. The easy part for guys is BlueChew.com. At BlueChew.com, get chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra or Cialis, but cheaper. Medical consultation, but no doctor's office. Prescriptions, but no pharmacy visit. Try a free month for just $5 shipping using promo code YES at BlueChew.com. Confidence delivered. BlueChew.com. Promo code YES. The easy way to do it the hard way.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Barzell again, 45 of the power play. Riley at the blue line. Sends it over towards Nelson. Riley and Nelson. All zone time for the Islanders on this power play. Thrown to the net. They score! Palmieri parked in front. A power play goal makes it 2-0.
Yeah, New York Islanders 4-1 winners over the New Jersey Devils. Only 18 shots on goal for the Islanders, but they win it 4-1 and they clinch a playoff spot. Other finals around the NHL here today. The Red Wings 5-4 comeback win against the Montreal Canadiens. That game was decided in overtime. Raymond, the goal scorer there, is 31st of the season. Penguins over the Predators 4-2. Sabres over the Lightning 4-2. It was the Rangers 4-0. That game is in the third period over the Ottawa Senators. That would clinch first place in the Eastern Conference, which would leave the Bruins to either the Tampa Bay Lightning or the Toronto Maple Leafs here in the playoffs if that score holds up. A 4-0 third period for the Rangers. In the first period, Wild and Kings are scoreless. In the first period, the San Jose Sharks taking on the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton up 2-0 in that game.
The 3 stars of the game is brought to you by Nissan. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store at nissanusa.com today. Your 3rd star, John Carlson. Right point, Carlson feeds to the far side. Wanted to drop into the rush. He's got it up top. He scores! Little traffic out in front. And it's blasted low just inside the near post. And John Carlson makes it 1-0 Capitals. That was your game winner here tonight. 2nd star, Jeremy Swayman. Puck banked into the Bruins zone. Wilson tries to pull his way out in front. His shot. Swayman the save, the rebound. How did that puck not go in? Here's Protas, 2-on-1 into the right circle across. It's fired. Swayman pushed off, made the stop on Tom Wilson. He looks in disbelief. He was terrific tonight. Stopped 23 of 24. Your number 1 star, Charlie Lindgren. Right corner, it's Pete. Back of the cage, Beecher. Now fired out in front, and Lindgren, a good stop as he pushed out. And now we got a little action out in front as Patrick Maroon gets involved.
Great setup from Boquist there from behind the net for Beecher.
3-on-2 over the line left side. Now Maroon across. To Lauko, shoots. Lindgren the save. Charlie Lindgren picking up his second shutout of the season against the Bruins, and he ties for the league lead with 6. He stopped all 16 shots the Bruins put on him here tonight. Here's the Milton Cat heavy hit of the game. Picked off up top. Here's Pasternak with a step near circle. Shoots. Lindgren came out to challenge, shut the 5-hole. Pasternak with a reverse hit, and both he and Faravari go down. The heavy hit of the game is brought to you by Milton Cat. Visit MiltonCat.com to see why they've been the Northeast trusted equipment dealer for over 60 years. Scoring summary sounds like this. In the first, John Carlson with his 10th from Dylan Strome and Tom Wilson at the 12-minute mark. In the third, Nick Dowd iced it with an even-strength empty netter with 13 seconds left. His 12th of the season unassisted. Final tally on the shots in favor of the Capitals, 25-16 on the power play. The Bruins did not have a chance with it tonight, and the Capitals 0 for 1. Avidia Bank and Patrice Bergeron have teamed up again for assists for kids. Tonight, the Bruins did not register assists, but thus far during the season, the Bruins have donated a total of $22,100 to help Metro West youth players pay for youth hockey on their way to $37,000. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness, member FDIC, member DIF. Our next broadcast of Boston Bruins hockey will come your way tomorrow night from TD Garden. Final game of the regular season for the Bruins with a victory, a chance to lock up the Atlantic Division and be the second seed in the Eastern Conference. It'll be the Bruins against the Senators. Duncan pregame begins at 6:30. Starting lineups, opening faceoff is at 7 o'clock. Want to say thanks to the crew that got us on the air here tonight. Our engineer here in D.C., Pat Melly, along with the work of executive producer Jeremy Conley. On behalf of my partner Bob Beers, I'm Judd Surratt saying so long and good night from the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Your final, Capitals 2, Bruins nothing.
This is Boston Bruins hockey. Boston Bruins hockey, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V, available at your local New England Honda dealers. Also brought to you by VA New England, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Granite City Electric GCE Nitrate, Live Nation, Nissan, Avidia Bank, the Fuel Rewards Program from Shell, Peerless Boilers, Coors Banquet, the Peterson School, Clinton Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
2 seconds, 1 second, it's over, the Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
And by Catches Law, TD Bank, Ticketmaster, Town Fair Tire, your New England Ford dealers, Charles D. Sheehy, UMass Lowell, Timberline Construction, Service Credit Union, Bosch Tools, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
After 39 long years, the Cup is back home. The Bruins are 2011 Stanley Cup champions.
Bruins hockey is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
WBC-FM 91 from the Town Fair Tire Studios, the home of the Patriots, the Celts, the Revs, and the Bruins. Boston's home for sports is 98.5 The Sports Hub. Beasley Media Group Station.
Puck thrown to the far corner. Lauko digging away. Boquist there at the end boards with 6. Far corner, Obey Cubel jammed against the wall. McElrath locked up in the far corner with Boquist. And this game has gone final. The Atlantic Division is going to go down to the final day in the regular season. The Boston Bruins will retain a 1-point lead over the Florida Panthers with 1 game left. That'll take place tomorrow at TD Garden against the Ottawa Senators. Your final tonight, Capitals 2 and the Bruins nothing.
Welcome into the Joe Murray Show. Mark Dondero in for Joe. And the Bruins uninspired tonight. Bob talked a lot.